I'll do it as we're going. Got you guys.
Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to Ranking the MCU. I am Bronson Fiore, joined by Aaron Reynolds.
Hi.
Emily Hulslander.
No.
Derek, he does not have a last name. And
Derek Challenger. Challenger Charger.
Sure.
and then Thomas King.
Oh, what's up, taters? How we doing?
Hey, so
I'm okay.
we are here with glorious purpose
Glorious pup.
to rank all these goddamn movies and then this one TV show. Alright, so TV show, I feel like we can get out of the way real quick because there's only one. We're adding Loki to the two we have. So Loki's the best TV show, right?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Not
I have
even-
it at
not
number
even
one,
close.
without
Not even-
question.
Yeah, like absolutely. What about you, Aaron, Derek?
Absolutely. Loki, I thought blew the other shows out of the water.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest. I have not watched a single episode of Loki.
Wait,
Mm.
what?
I haven't
Wow.
watched a single episode of Loki.
It is.
Why is that?
However,
That's crazy.
dude, it's been an interesting few weeks. However,
That's fine.
the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, I loved them so much. So even if Loki's great, I don't think it's gonna be like that nostalgic sitcom feeling that WandaVision.
It doesn't, but it brings some really fucked up horror stuff that's really
Yeah.
cool.
It does.
Oh,
It does
Well, then
literally
I guess I
everything
should
else
watch
with
it.
competence.
Yeah, like it's real good, man. And it's funny, and goddamn, the performances are so spot on.
I'm more of a movie guy than a TV show guy in general.
That's funny. I'm the opposite. But you know that it also comes with my hatred of the movie theater. So,
Right.
Fair.
you know, so, you know. Anyway, so all right,
It's
so
good. It's good.
our
time.
our TV shows go WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and then Loki at number 1. All right, cool. TV shows
Sure.
out of the way. Toss them in a bucket.
Done.
All right,
For
so
later when Hawkeye comes out.
yes, we'll get to that once What If is done in September. All right, so
Yeah, I think it's
Yep.
September, maybe even early October, because I think it's a 10-episode series.
Oh,
And
okay.
they start that in mid-August.
So
Wow.
Oh.
I'm gonna read off our current list. Well, this is where we are after watching all these movies and going through them. This adventure started out with Aaron and I, but we have picked up these lovely 3 people along the way.
Hey.
We assembled our own Avengers.
We did.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's
Oh,
and
what
it's
Avengers?
awesome.
Yeah,
we
which
did-
Avengers are we?
I mean, Emily's obviously Black Widow. I feel like Aaron, you gotta be our Captain America, right?
You really do, though.
Yeah, you're-
Cap.
Derek,
Yeah.
what do you think? I don't know.
Bronson's obviously Tony Stark.
I have
I
the.
don't know. I see some Tony Stark and Thomas as well. There's a
Yeah,
There's-
I do have the massive ego, cockiness, and none of the genius of Tony Stark.
Both
That's true, though.
But both of
That's
us,
true.
both Thomas and I have enough ego to be Tony Stark. That's easily
Which
so.
which one? If we both? No. I was gonna say if we both have the ego, so then you got to be Tony Stark. I'm probably Thor.
Yeah,
Yeah. That sounds about right.
and that leaves Derek as our Bruce Banner.
I don't know. In the short time I've known Derek, you are just the most even-keeled person. Like maybe
I
it's
am
because
pretty
you have your anger
even-keeled.
super controlled.
I'm
No
really.
secret, Cap. I'm
when I
always
was-
angry.
When I was younger, I used to blow up pretty easily, and I've been in so many fights I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I've been in a lot of fights, but I don't know. I'm pretty mellow, in my old age of being 28.
Is this because you've lost your anger, or is this because you've controlled it? Because if you controlled it, You have a good origin story.
No, I just don't have the patience for like petty fights and
That's fair enough.
arguments anymore.
Yeah.
And I just
just
spend my time doing something else.
yeah, like see that's the I still get burning rage.
That's certainly Bruce Banner. Maybe not Hulk.
Yes.
But let it be known though, dude, I'm I can be extremely confrontational. Like I'm not afraid of confrontation at all.
And you're a big
I'm
dude.
upset with someone.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
not even about that. I'm just talking about like verbal confrontation. Like if I think someone's in the wrong and I'm pissed, I will tell them. I don't care who it is. I don't care how big they are.
Sure.
I gotta stick to my guns. That's my thing. I always stick to my guns.
I think he's post snap Hulk.
There you go. All right, so
Wait,
Professor
what?
Hulk?
No, I don't. No,
Post-snap.
I don't. No, dude, I don't.
No?
I hate that version of the Hulk.
Really?
Aw.
I think that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Hey, Professor Hulk.
all right, guys, all right. So he
Let the
is.
viewers decide.
We'll just have him as the Hulk / Bruce last and Hawkeye. There you go. He can be Hawkeye.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hawkeye seems like a car guy.
I
Yeah.
was like, I feel like more like Hawkeye than me. But you know what? Tony Stark's the car guy. I mean, he likes fast
Tony Stark
cars.
is also a car guy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these other guys like cars, really. I mean,
You guys will just have to settle it on the battlefield.
Who doesn't like cars?
I'm saying I don't think anyone really likes cars other than Tony. I mean, Tony loves cars.
Oh, he loves
and text,
cars.
and he loves projects, and he likes spending time by himself, and he's just very.
Steve Rogers
like,
loves the Model T.
obsessive and everything. And I do definitely have a lot in common with Iron Man, just in terms of, or more, not so much Iron Man, but Tony Stark. Like,
we gotta
Or
we got a comment in the chat from Ash Pendragon. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. You guys,
Yeah, it's been a while.
you guys are all the Avengers, but in the great words of Vegeta, I am the hype.
I like the word averages. We are
Oh, God.
averages. Assemble.
Yeah.
Yeah. The part I share with Tony is the technology side of things. Yeah, like that's
I
the.
love that.
Yeah, you're very tech savvy.
You built an
Bronson,
Iron
in
Man
all my years that I've known you.
Yes, my computer is named Jarvis, and he even has the arc reactor.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
There you
That
go.
is pretty cool. Why have you never showed me this? Why are you?
You gotta take a
keeping these
picture of it.
secrets from me.
Yeah, which is what he's doing right now. He's taking a picture of it and probably posting it in the Discord or some shit
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
I have come close to buying the Captain America shield. I don't want to spend the money. But
I've actually thought about buying that for the
It's
house.
a lot of money, Aaron, but it's
yeah,
fucking
it's a
cool.
lot. Yeah, that's the thing.
So this is an upward angle because I'm lazy right now, but I'll get a better one for you. You get a taste of it. So, all right. So this is our list as of before we get cracking into this, and then we're gonna give you our individual lists, which tells me this is gonna be a fucking mess.
It's gonna be fun.
All right. So
We all
I'm
knew it
ready.
was gonna be.
I do like the fact that we
all
have a
do.
consensus of which of these
Yes.
movies are shit.
Yes.
So generally, yes.
Yeah, that much is pretty easy.
Alright, so from the bottom, the
All right.
Incredible Hulk,
Mmm.
Yeah.
Thor, Dark World,
Mmm.
Thor,
Yep.
Captain America, or no, Captain Marvel. Sorry,
Marvel.
Wow.
That's
Trying to
right.
swerve us
Right.
here.
uh,
Sorry.
Iron Man 2,
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man, Age of Ultron,
Yo.
Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Yeah.
The Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Widow, Ragnarok, Iron Man 3, Far From Home,
This is a mess.
Ant-Man,
All right.
Captain America: The First Avenger, Doctor Strange, Civil War,
Yup.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers and then Avengers Infinity War.
Yep.
So, and then we got,
Cranky ass list.
what the,
It's
alright.
quite the list.
Like, why is the Wasp so high? That's like clearly.
Why the fuck is Iron Man 1 so low? What the fuck?
Seriously, like in my
Iron Man
individual
Rock.
pick, that shit is way the fuck up there.
I just.
Like,
I think it's
Damn.
time to start digging into these
So-
individual lists.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with the individuals now, starting out with a Mr. Derek. Bottom of his list, I completely agree with this, is Thor 2. The movie's a boring piece of shit. Followed by The Incredible Hulk, a mostly boring piece of shit with some good music.
Now we can find out why the Hulk can't fuck.
Yeah, you find out why the Hulk can't fuck. Also, admittedly, that end fight is pretty good. It's not a bad end fight.
oh,
It's
Hulk
like a very watchable bad movie, but
Yeah.
I fuck with it sometimes. You know?
Yeah, like I would rather at least it doesn't put me to sleep. Thor, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Iron Man 2, Captain Marvel, Black Panther,
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home, Ant-Man, The Avengers,
Wow.
Thor Ragnarok, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, Black Widow, Spider-Man Homecoming, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Iron Man 1, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, and his number one is Captain America the First Avenger.
That's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
I mean,
I-
it is a good movie.
I have to say, when you guys sent these to me during the pre-show here, I feel like this is the only posse I've ever seen go to bat for that fucking first Captain America so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Cap, let's go.
Like,
It's a good movie.
it is a good movie. I don't fucking get why no one ever talks about it. Like,
I
I'm
feel like it accomplishes its mission so well.
you know,
Like-
The movie's so good. I bought it like 3 times. I bought the standard Blu-ray, I bought the special edition Blu-ray with the 3D, and then I rebought it on the 4K, whatever that came out last year.
like I am definitely more of an Iron Man as a character fan, but like fuck, that movie's good. All right, so we're on to my list. Bottom of the list, we have Thor 2. Once again, a drab, boring piece of shit that I had to start 3 times. Then Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Then we have The Incredible Hulk.
So you're putting Hulk over Captain Marvel.
Yep. I sat down. I sat
my
down.
friend.
I sat down and I did that thing of what you were to watch. This. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
You kind of have to do that for this list.
Yeah, exactly.
and then what the decision I came to is like, at least Hulk is funny. Versus Captain Marvel, with the exception of like the last 30 minutes, I don't care for.
Okay.
Anyway, we got Thor. Then we have Iron Man 2.
Okay.
Then we got Age of Ultron. Then we got Captain America the Winter Soldier. Spider-Man Homecoming. Black Widow.
Oh.
Black Panther. Thor Ragnarok. Ant-Man the Wasp. The Avengers. Spider-Man Far From Home. Captain America Civil War. Avengers Endgame. Iron Man 1. Iron Man 3. Ant-Man. Captain America the First Avenger. Doctor Strange. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Avengers Infinity War. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Your last 5 were pretty good.
I feel like the way they handled Taskmaster really influenced where you place Black Widow.
It
Not
was
saying that's a
rough.
bad thing necessarily. That's my theory.
Everyone except Thomas has seen Black Widow, so he will not be ranking, but we will discuss it. So, Thomas, I'm sorry we're going to spoil the shit out of that movie for you.
Thomas still here?
Thomas?
I think
Thomas.
he's here.
Moss.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh,
That
well.
bastard.
right, quick, order as much of the list as possible while he's going.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Don't you dare! How dare you?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
We're looking for all avenues we
We're
can
just giving
find.
you shit, Thomas. Come on.
That was a really long pause, Thomas. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just thinking. Don't worry about me, guys. What
Okay.
about your arguments, okay?
Okay.
All right.
He
So,
left the camera off. I wonder what he's always up to. It's kind of
Yeah.
suspicious.
he's fapping it just the entire time.
The whole time.
Look,
Derek,
man.
if I don't hear your voice, I can't finish, okay?
Exactly.
That wouldn't be the first time or even the second or third time I played.
The camera's been off this whole time. Look,
That's right.
the implications.
Lordy. Alright, so. Alright, so now going forward is Emily's list. At the bottom of it, she apparently did not care about finding out that Hulk can't fuck.
I'm sorry. That is probably the worst version of the Hulk that I have ever seen, and I stand by where I put it on my list.
You have not watched
Sorry.
enough cartoons, is my response to that.
Oh, Fraud Sid.
Thor Dark World, Captain Marvel. Man, there's a real theme of that bottom three there, eh?
I mean, we can all agree that those three are the bottom of the
Yeah,
bottom
it's
of the
just a
barrel.
matter of ordering
No,
it.
Captain Marvel's not low for me actually. It's a C list. But it is 6th from the bottom, so it's not super high.
Yeah.
Thor.
Like I said, bottom of the barrel.
Oh, for sure.
Thor, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, Spider-Man Homecoming, Winter Soldier, Ant-Man the Wasp, Ragnarok, Ant-Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, surprise one so far, Black Panther, Avengers, Infinity War, and number 1 is Endgame. Alright.
Forever.
Wow.
My number
Wait, where
one.
did you rank the first Avenger, Captain America?
I think
She had it
all
like,
listed
yeah,
on
she
the
had it like
list.
towards the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
My heart, and it just.
Alright.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling.
Alright.
Sorry.
Alright, so we got,
I would rather watch Black Widow over First Avenger. Much as I love Chris Evans.
Alright, so we got Radley Duder in Mr. Aaron Reynolds' list. Alright, from the bottom we have Hulk, Thor 2, Captain Marvel, Thor, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Black Panther, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, damn.
All the Iron Man's like right there. Shit.
Yep.
Ant-Man the Wasp, Ant-Man,
You'll notice some of these are grouped together.
Yeah.
No way.
Captain America, the First Avenger, Doctor Strange, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Thor Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Avengers, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Avengers Infinity War, Civil War, Avengers Endgame. Alright.
Endgame's number 1 for you, Aaron?
A lot of Endgame.
What's
number
that?
one, That's great.
Endgame's number 1 for you, Aaron?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Someone
to me,
actually agrees with me on this
it's
shit.
like tied in my mind or more in my heart really with Civil War. But yes.
Alright, so and then we got Thomas's list. I like how he labeled these.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I like it. I like it.
I love the fact that you labeled this shit.
Alright,
It's
so-
like,
Why
this
not?
is great.
Motherfucker!
They provided me letter grades and I just went with it. But this is good.
Alright, in the dumpster fire tier from worst to first, we have Hulk, Thor 1, weird,
Dick.
Captain
Dang.
Marvel,
This Tony Snell tier is. I love this. This is great.
Wait, what?
Iron Man, then Tony Snell, we have Iron Man 3, Thor 2, and Thor 3. Then we have trash.
Oh, you put Endgame as trash?
What are we doing? What are we fucking?
Endgame is trash.
What is happening
I
here?
was so excited for
Thomas,
Thomas's
you
list because I
asshole.
knew it was gonna
Oh,
I knew it was gonna be
God.
madness. That's why.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
no.
I've said this a million times. I've said this movie is a movie of moments. That's it. It is empty otherwise. It is fucking. It's just the shell of
Look,
Infinity War.
Look, it's a payoff movie. It's here. You were a fan for fucking 10 years of all this stuff. Here is us showing you 10 years of cool shit. Hey, we're being hosted.
Thank you, Ash Van Dragon.
Hey, thank you, brother. Always a pleasure.
All right. Well, look, we'll get to this. So, look, we'll
Let's read through it first.
all right.
Read through my awesome list.
Iron Man 2,
Yup.
Age of Ultron, Winter Soldier, Ant-Man the Wasp.
Civil War.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's Civil War?
That's Civil War.
No,
Civil War's up.
Iron Man
That's
2
Winter
and Winter
Soldier.
Soldier, that's Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that's Age of Ultron, Winter
Oh,
Soldier,
no, they're both there. Oh my god.
Ant-Man the Wasp, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming, Captain America Civil War, Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Avengers, Spider-Man Far From Home, Captain America, The First Avenger, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Infinity War. What the fuck did I just read?
His top 4
You read
were
a
all great
list.
movies.
That's
read-
what you read, Bronson. You
read-
read a list.
You read the proper way these movies are supposed to be divided up.
It's
it's amazing how much for you guys specifically bad comedy is good comedy, which is the funniest part of all of this. Like Thor Ragnarok is a fucking disaster. They force so much dog shit into that movie that there's like
look,
there's nothing to it. There's no substance whatsoever.
look, man. I'm not like opposed to like shitting on Thor Ragnarok. I have it like towards the middle
You
of
hate that
mine.
movie.
Sure.
I don't hate that movie. I think it's okay.
Dude,
I think
the
it's
week
fine.
before we were supposed to watch it, you were like, "I fucking hate this piece of shit movie. I don't want to watch it."
I
don't wanna
didn't.
talk about
Yeah,
it." You were
yeah,
dreading it
and
for, like, 3
I
weeks.
came out of it being like, yeah, that was alright.
But
like
you were
that-
dreading it for a long time.
That was okay. Like all the stuff on Sakaar is dope. Other than that though, that movie is like a nothing ball. So all right.
I actually kind of like Thomas's list. It's so insane.
Well,
It's-
that's the
it's-
thing,
it's
like,
fucking-
all our other lists are like,
this-
okay, I can see where this is going.
and
Why
then
is
it's
my
just
list insane?
because
Why is
like
my list
the rest of
insane?
ours.
like it's okay. So like
Ours are logical.
me
and-
like Derek.
Oh, it's logical. Thank you.
Like the only one that like your list kind of goes with is the top of your list lines up with mine a little bit,
Yeah.
and then less like the rest of it is just fucking chaos. Which I don't know how the fuck Thor 2 is better than Thor 1. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I don't know how Iron Man 2 is better than Iron Man 3, but okay. Like fucking.
Bronzo, what should be blowing your head is he puts Dark World over Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that's also a fucking war crime, I feel, but
It's not a war crime. Iron Man 3 is fucking boring.
Iron Man
That
3 is
movie's so
fucking
boring.
awesome!
Okay.
You want chaos?
I'm not gonna argue with somebody we just dubbed Iron Man of the group. Like that makes no sense. Like this is so clearly biased.
I mean, we all have our biases.
We all have we all have our preferences. Iron Man
That's what makes creating a ridiculous list together fun.
I base everything like off of the writing, and character development is always my favorite thing. And in those top like 6 movies, the character development and the arcs they go through are so fucking massive that they actually move the plot forward. In the rest of these movies, like a majority of them, like you could insert random character here and release it as a movie, and like it would be no different.
What happens if Pinocchio says his nose will grow? It's a good question.
Dies.
He has a stroke.
It's like Andre the Giant, where his body just keeps growing and it can't like handle it, and so he eventually just dies an early death. That's Pinocchio.
Oh Lord. Okay, we need to start ordering this fucking list. All right.
Yeah.
Do we? It's
Yes. For the
Alright, so
Wait, we're reordering the main list?
yes, we are
Yes.
reordering the main list
We're
for
looking
one
at
last
the main
time.
list.
I'm posting it
going
in the
to-
Discord.
Thank you.
It both grows and doesn't grow. Okay.
Exactly.
So where
Go
alright.
somewhere else.
Alright. What is a proposal to take a movie up or down? Somebody throw something at me.
Can we please move Thor 2 to the very bottom? Please.
No.
I am willing
Iron
to
Man up.
I am willing to accept
Like,
this.
For the love of God, can we move the first Iron Man movie up?
I would accept that as well. Both of these are rational proposals to me.
I will make a concession for anything else if we can put Thor 2 at the bottom. That movie is so fucking offensive.
I just watched Thor: Dark World just before this started, and I had an enjoyable time.
Listen, you guys. Do you remember in the first Jackass movie where they do the skit where they're taking the thick yellow envelopes and giving themselves paper cuts between the webbings of their fingers and their feet?
I have
would
not
rather-
watched that movie in
I would rather fucking do
years.
that than watch Thor 2. Honestly, that sounds like a great time comparatively. I'll get an envelope right now if we can move it to the
Oh.
fucking bottom.
Fuck, no.
Oh
I
God.
think I have one.
I'm can yeah, just Jesus fucking Christ. He feels very strongly about.
I don't consider Hulk an
Where's the
MCU
Hulk?
movie.
I
It is
mean,
so it does not it does not belong in this. If,
Ja-
had they
I-
not
I
just
don't- I don't-
lost to other movies that
I don't-
we could have completely ignored.
I don't think that like Thor 2 does either.
I don't think
know-
it like adds anything. It's just fun watching.
It's just
this
filler.
No.
and Loki.
No, it. There's not enough of that though. Like I said, both
There is not
ti-
enough of that, but there
both-
is some of that.
Both times I went to go watch that movie, my ass fell asleep, and then the third time, I was still very bored. But I made sure to like turn lights on and like be very alert and drink a coffee during it. So like, I couldn't fall
Thor
asleep.
2, we don't find out or not find out why Thor can or cannot fuck. In the Incredible Hulk, we find out why the Thor can't fuck.
Which is bullshit.
There's gotta be an
Okay.
edge. There's gotta be
Like,
an edge.
that whole thing is pure unadulterated bullshit, and you all know it. Okay?
But
like-
it's amusing. So are we in agreement on this? Can Thor 2 please go to the very
No,
bottom?
we are not in agreement on this.
No.
I'm
No?
staying out of this. This isn't the hill I want to die on.
I
This is not
agree.
important.
I agree with you, Derek, but we're outvoted. So it's
Well, no, it's 2 versus 2.
yeah, but our tiebreaker isn't going to agree with either of these people.
We can move on to another thing.
Well,
and then
well, yeah,
come
we
back to this.
we can double back. We can double back.
Yeah.
We'll double
Yeah.
back. We'll double back.
The better movies are more important.
Okay.
An envelope out. I swear to
Go ahead and
God.
get that envelope out.
Do it.
Send you an envelope.
So, want to hear a safe for work dark joke? Go for it while we're going. All right.
Yeah.
So, Emily, you proposed moving Iron Man 1 up. Where would you move it to?
Good idea.
Let's see. I think I had it in my top 10. So I'm fine anywhere in that range.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So somewhere between Infinity
Infinity
War
War.
and Far From Home.
Yes.
Where would you want it?
Me personally,
Mhm.
I'd probably put it between Ant-Man and First Avenger on this list.
Is everyone cool with putting Iron Man 1 ahead of Ant-Man?
Yes, undoubtedly.
I just realized this is gonna cause some problems later on. Because like we're basing this ordering based off imperfect ordering.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's gonna be. I hope it works out.
Look, I want to see what horrible nightmare monster we create. So
I feel like this is like I feel like we're creating
I mean,
a
we've
paradox.
already created a
and
horrible nightmare monster.
we're gonna create a
we
time
already
loop.
have with this shit.
Yeah.
So,
I
look.
feel like this is gonna be done when we decide to call the stream.
All right, so which Kang the Conqueror nightmare? So,
Hold up. I need to interject something real quick.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am trying to revert to the higher authority here. Thor: The Dark World has a 66% on Rotten
Oh, for the love of
Tomatoes.
fucking
Oh,
Christ!
Incredible,
No,
the
no.
Incredible Hulk Hess is 67.
Oh.
It's 1 point above.
We're still
Come on.
putting
No.
Incredible Hulk at the bottom of the list. Okay.
Look, dude.
As
I-
much as you
Derek,
want to
Derek, you're
pray
talking
to the
about
gods
one.
of that higher power.
You're
Fuck
you're
that.
talking about a one thing. Like it's just gonna drop a place, man. Just let it be for right now.
look, just
I
look.
don't wanna let it.
Look, we can
Don't
come
let this be the
back.
hill you die on, Derek.
Well,
Don't let this be
we
the
can
hill.
double back, man. Like, just don't. Let's. All right. So, all right. Iron Man 1. She wants to put it above Ant-Man. Does anyone have any qualms with this?
I'm personally not a fan, just because I personally like relate to the way the Ant-Man character and those characters are set up. But like Robert Downey Jr. is genius as Tony Stark. He's genius as Tony Stark from like the first get-go. So like I'm willing to accept it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. What's the next order? All right. What's another? What would someone change? Someone pick something.
I would swap Guardians 2 and Doctor Strange. Just straight
Oh,
up.
put Doctor Strange higher.
Yep, and put Guardians 2 where Strange is.
I
Yeah, I like
What about
disagree.
Captain America First
I like
Avenger?
Doctor
Yeah, I
Strange
can-
a lot.
I
like
dis-
Doctor Strange a lot.
I could put Doctor Strange up there. Yeah, for sure.
I disagree, but if I'm out,
I can't put it up above Civil War, personally. Ooh, actually, I have a hard time putting Doctor Strange up over any of the movies that are ahead of it, as the list is now. As much as I love that movie,
I think like the only movie
except
from
maybe Avengers, maybe.
yeah, like I'm willing to drop Avengers like all the way to the bottom of the top 10. Like that first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
And if we have to resort to that, that's fine.
Pick a spot for Avengers.
As long as Avengers still sticks in the top 10, that is okay by me.
I would
Above Iron Man.
put it below Doctor Strange. That's where, because I feel as though like a lot of the time when I go to watch these movies, I watch Iron Man 1 and Captain America back to back, and then later go pick up the Avengers. So I either feel it needs to be before those two or after those two.
I see what you're saying.
So
Makes sense.
Yeah, I have Avengers ahead of Guardians 1 and 2, and that's just because I care more about the characters that are the Avengers than I do about the Guardians of the Galaxy characters.
mhm.
But that's also like my top 10-ish grouping is like really close to each other, so I'm okay with movement within all these. So, Avengers. To be honest, I want to put it. That's tough. Can someone help here? Around Iron Man, Captain America. That's what we're proposing.
Yeah, that's somewhere in that area. So either we can put it between them, we can put it above them both, or below them both.
Because I like that it's all the heroes coming together for the first time. That's like
Right.
that's big and important for me. On the other hand, these are great first entries for each of these heroes. The reason I want First Avenger over Iron Man is that I think that Red Skull is a more entertaining villain.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
I mean, without question.
That's
Yeah.
great.
But then when you
Red
can come
Skull's
from
Red Skull.
it from that angle, then it's like, okay, Loki. I think Loki's a great first villain for the Avengers. So it's like,
The thing with my problem with that first Avengers movie is like, it doesn't advance these characters at all. Really, it is that big. Okay, we teamed up, we did a thing. It's fun, you know.
they're doing
I
the team up
agree
thing,
with you,
but they're also
Robinson.
like discovering each other at the same time. They're trying to discover their style. Like they're not fully settled in yet.
I very much enjoy that on an individual level more. Like that's why I enjoyed Cap becoming Cap, Iron Man becoming Iron Man. It's a shame Thor didn't work out the same way.
Wait a second. Did you say you didn't think that the characters developed in Avengers?
I think they developed, just it didn't advance it like enough for me, I guess. Like
Tony Stark became unselfish. Like
he became unselfish in his first
No
movie.
fucking way.
He became unselfish in his second movie. He becomes unselfish in his third movie.
No, that was like
disagree.
that whole movie was like the linchpin where he takes that missile out. Are you serious?
Yeah, and at the end,
when he
yeah, and at
throws it
the
up and
and like
goes
at
with
the end,
missile upward.
yeah, and at the end of the first movie, he's like, "Yep, I'm willing to die, but this gets rid of Ironmonger and saves everybody, so fuck it."
I
Like,
really think he thought he was gonna die though.
yes, yeah, that movie very much like I didn't think it because it was like it's a superhero movie, but like that
Yeah.
the way they,
Superhero movie.
but him like in that movie, he's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to croak." Like that's
I'm willing to risk my life for this shit. Let's go.
yeah, like that's a thing. So, which part of my problem with that movie is because it has to reintroduce all those characters, like as if you've never seen them before because they didn't know, especially Hulk. That like some of shit gets reiterated in a big way. Like the only character I feel that like really progresses a lot are like Captain America progresses a lot, I feel, and then I feel that you get a lot more Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk. Like Iron Man, I actually feel progresses the least out of that group in that movie.
How's Captain America progressing?
I think he like gets more used to the modern world. Like not as much as say Winter Soldier, but like he's like, oh yeah, I can't just follow orders in this timeline. This shit's sketchy.
He learns how
Sure.
to become a true leader.
Yeah.
And he leads people that are mostly far stronger than him.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the first time he's experienced that, for sure.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, there was also in the first Avenger when he was told to stay, and then he's like, well, I guess I can't trust them. I'm going to take the shield and go.
Yeah, but the rest of that movie, he's following orders.
I mean, yes.
He trusts his government.
And yes, Avengers kind of establishes that, especially for Winter Soldier. So that's they're pretty good.
Okay, so do we want to put it above the two solo movies then? That's what I'm hearing. That's what it sounds like.
Sure.
Okay.
Eric, I need you to sound off.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool. So, a little more order there. Alright. Alright, does anyone have any other big complaints?
I mean,
Just
there's
the
plenty,
one.
but let's...
Let's work through them.
Funny, but
Pick a fucking complaint. Let's go.
That game is way too high up. Way too high
Yeah,
up.
you know, I think I agree with you a little bit, Thomas, and I think that they really did not stick the landing or like the ending of that movie. Like I had issues with that movie. Like Black Widow being the one that died, fuck that.
Yeah.
The Steve Rogers being all like, oh, I decided to be happy with Peggy, even though he said like one movie previous that he didn't care about that anymore.
deep down, he wanted to spend the rest of his life with Peggy, which is probably why he did it. Why he went.
No,
Actually,
and
once he saw
bought
her
the
once
smoke
more in
back.
person.
Yeah.
Well, no, he saw her.
All
but
those feelings
I don't
just
know. He doesn't
flooded
really-
right
like,
back.
To me, that was like young Steve who didn't have a lot of like world experience and was like interested in girls because he didn't have like that fight. But like the more older, refined Captain America, he doesn't really come off to me like he gives a shit about that.
I mean,
But
I don't know.
that's just how I took it. I mean,
Sure.
And I don't know. It was. I mean, like I agree with Thomas. I just think it was a lot of moments. And I know that they didn't. I know they couldn't afford to keep paying Robert Downey Jr. for more appearances, but I didn't like him dying. I think if he was going to die, either him or Cap should have died in Civil War to raise the stakes, rather than like having that fight and then Cap writing him that letter, being like, "Oh, I'm still your best buddy if you need anything." I don't know. I hate the way they tied it up.
My problem with that movie is it's like I like the way they tie it up in the end. It's just it's 2 hours of like kind of fun fan service for
A lot of pandering.
for like, I don't think too much of it is pandering, but for like 1 hour long incredible battle that, like I said, it's probably the best fight scene I've ever fucking seen in a movie, and probably will for a very, very long time. You know, like,
I don't know about
But
best
that fight
fights
scene-
with that many people. Like that large scale for sure.
yeah.
But best fight scene in a movie.
Right, yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
should
that-
refer of that scale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of that scale, like,
That fight scene is great, but like there's like the weird thing where they put in the forced comedy with the van. Like
no, dude, no,
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I didn't have a problem with that, because what that end battle scene does is it gives every single movie franchise a spot to shine and match its tone, and that's the tone of Ant-Man. That's
Sure,
the
but-
joke.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right.
All right.
That doesn't mean it should be placed in that area,
Uh,
because it undercuts the tension of that moment. Like once
That's
that
what
joke
I'm trying to
happens,
say. Yeah.
it's like the tension is broken. It doesn't feel like there's any more stakes. Like it's
No,
like, okay, here we go. Marvel doing classic fucking Marvel, undercutting themselves.
I disagree, because the stakes are already so high. If anything, that provides a moment of like breather of like, okay, you know,
Yeah,
like
it's a Marvel
It was
thing.
high though because we just saw them fight Thanos in the beginning or in the last movie, and at the beginning of the movie, Thor literally fucking beheads him.
yeah, that's
So it's
because
like you already know they're gonna win.
well,
so
no,
it's-
because Thor got the jump on him when he was working on a farm, like that, you know, and like he wasn't ready to fight, you know, like that's entirely different, and he doesn't have the gauntlet either, like that didn't bother me either. My big problem with this movie is, like I said, the first 2 hours are a delivery vehicle to the fucking amazing, incredible action set piece. You know, like that's my big problem with the movie. It's like, and they have to use time travel, which is like, you know,
Yeah, I hate that too. Or I should say hate that.
it feels very much like a, yeah, okay, of course you did. You know, and then, you know, the rest of that movie plays out fine. I like some parts of it I really liked. I liked Professor Hulk. I like fucking Big Lebowski Thor.
Move aside, Lebowski.
Yep.
Yeah,
What I
like
miss?
Nothing.
You know,
Good,
But Professor Hulk
Dude,
is
but
kind of
here's-
just hoisted into that fucking movie.
Here's
Like,
another issue though. So like Gamora can come back because it's a different time, whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
you know, thing.
yes.
Character, pretty boring
Yes,
character,
she can.
by the way. But then,
Huh?
Black Widow's supposedly gone forever.
Oh my God, this
Yeah.
Black Widow thing, dear Lord.
Really?
Okay.
yes,
Still going on
Yeah,
about this?
yes, because
I said nothing.
one went
I wasn't
into the
talking about you.
one went
No, I'm
into
not-
the sorry, one went into the stone. The other is from a literal different timeline, or
Right, so I'm
like,
just saying they should get the Black Widow back from the other timeline to even it out.
oh my God,
And Gamora should have stayed dead because she's a fucking bitch and I don't like her.
Wow.
wow.
You know, I used to dislike Nebula, but after rewatching these movies, I actually like Nebula, and I think Gamora is just an annoying.
I
She's just kind of a jerk.
Look, I picked
Fuck
Jax in Mass Effect 2
you.
as well, so, but
Dude, I mean, come on, she's kind of an asshole.
she
Like,
like
I just don't really care for her. She's just.
I don't know. I understand where she comes from. If you worked with Peter and fucking Rocket all the time, you'd probably
coming
be
from working with Nebula and Thanos all the
yeah, like you'd probably be like, I am the smartest one in a fucking room full of idiots.
No, I get it, but that
All
doesn't
the time,
that
he's
doesn't
trying to find
that
the
doesn't
biggest
mean that
idiots in the
she's
galaxy.
relatable. It's like everyone has to deal with idiots too, but I'm not
What?
gonna go around acting like Gamora.
Like the thing is though is like her dad is Thanos. Like that's the
Yeah.
yeah, you're not
basically.
gonna kill people, Derek, but you would deal with it in a different way.
you would deal with it a very like also I do enjoy that line in the end battle scene when she meets Peter and knees him in the balls. It's just like
It's like this is the one.
This is the one.
It's either him or a tree.
It's either him or a tree.
Yeah, no, that part I really enjoyed both of them in that scene. Both her and Nebula. Like I was like, this is some good sister.
Yeah.
This is the sister bonding that we love to see.
Those are the best moments with
like
Gamora, is where she's bonding with Nebula or talking with Nebula.
Yeah. You know, find. Yeah, like that's when Gamora lets her guard down. She's very likable, actually. You know.
This doesn't happen very often at all, especially when like she basically has to play straight man to 4 essentially comedy characters in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right, like at the but then you do have those moments where like she is mellowed out and is really likable. But like my problem, but like I'm fine with Endgame dropping a spot or two. I just don't think it like deserves a massive drop. Like,
Where are you putting it, or where would you put it on this list? Thomas?
I would put it above Civil War. I think it's better than Civil War. I think it's like I think Civil War also has that same thing of like the last 90 minutes,
30 minutes?
The last like 30 to 45 minutes of that movie are really fucking cool, and then I'm kind of like, but then you like deconstruct it and like it kind of falls apart a little bit, but it's still a fun time. So I'm not as like my brain is kind of willing to turn it off for it. And I do like the questions they pose in that, not necessarily the answers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with putting Endgame there.
But I'm also like of the, like I know that's Aaron's number 1. So.
I knew when we talked about this weeks and weeks ago that I was going to lose this fight, and like Endgame being number 1.
You're not alone in.
I
I'm number 1 too.
It's. I have one problem with Endgame, and I have one problem with Infinity War.
Okay.
And that is, Infinity War is missing a second half, and Endgame's missing a first half.
So if
I put them together into one movie. Oh my god, it's incredible.
In like 6 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, totally.
Wow.
It's the greatest 6-hour movie ever made.
Holy shit.
Absolutely.
Quite a crowded list there.
I disagree with that because, like, Infinity War, if you were to just isolate this, it's just still an awesome, it's still an amazingly well written superhero movie where like a villain shows up and just fucking trashes everybody, and he's like the superpower from the other end of the galaxy, like just even in that, and the way Tony Stark is shown as this like massive leader, and how he knows, like, through running all this shit through his mind and going through it on the field for all these years, he knows exactly how this needs to play out, and he leads all these characters. Like, he leads a completely randomly put together team that basically just dump on each other for like 30 minutes, create some kind of a loose plan, and try to take on the strongest guy in the universe. Like,
right.
And it's incredible how he puts that together. Oh.
I think, like, the thing I like so much about Infinity War is the fact that, you know, the if you dissect that movie, it is like the hero's journey but for Thanos.
Okay, but
and that's awesome. That's dope. I love it.
Yeah,
and,
I'm with
and
you on that one, Bronze.
And Thanos gets his W, and they make him retire on a farm, and like that.
With his stupid ass plan, his stupid ass idea.
Because he's we've gone over this. He's a sociopath.
I'm aware, but then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, yay, he won. What?
Oh, like it's like the end of fucking Empire. Vader won.
But it's
it's
even
about
more.
time one of those movies ended on a fucking down note instead of the happy, predictable jerk-off ending.
And that's
I
the
know you
better
guys like
part.
something different.
No, but that's even the better part is they set this up for years. When they were talking, there's that line from Cap where he's like, when we lose, we'll do that together too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it brings all of that work from those years, not just
Yeah.
with the characters, but writing this overarching narrative. And it does so well, because when they aren't there for each other, and it's clear, like you could tell these guys are looking around the field for each other, and they're just not there. It's like, damn, I got to do this without him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that's, and you know, and then like you get Thanos being like, yeah, you're aware he's a fucking sociopathic asshole, but like the entire time you're like, oh fuck, is he gonna pull it off? Is he fucking go like you're just like,
It's
oh,
great the first
Gonna do
time
it?
you watched it.
like
Yeah.
of these movies in the theater, those, and granted, I didn't see Guardians 2 in the theater, and I'm glad I didn't, because I don't like crying in public.
Sure.
So, but both of these movies, I fucking loved watching them in the theater. They're unmatched theater experiences. But I enjoyed Infinity War a little more due to the fact that just because it's the first half, it is paced really fucking well with no stops. That is a movie that goes and goes and goes from start to finish. And then also, if you are not in the nerd community, the broader, like, I read or watch or know of comics, I'm fucking reading IGN every day, etc., etc. If you're not in that community, that Thanos ending is so much more powerful. Like, holy shit. I saw, in my showing, a little kid was dressed as Spider-Man crying.
Yeah.
I was definitely crying pretty hard watching Spider-Man die over and over again because he's dying and then he's
Honestly,
stealing and he's dying
same.
and he's stealing. That shit fucking sucked. I
Yeah.
was in the theater with my head hung low and I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? It made an impact on me, and that's how you know it's a good movie.
Yeah, like that, and I just, like...
And it wasn't like I had to watch Toby die, you know? Tom Holland.
Watch Tobey Maguire die, I think you would die. I think you'd have a stroke.
I will dig Stanley up and be like, what did you do?
No.
I'm kidding.
Hey, you leave
God
that
damn,
man where he
Derek.
is, motherfucker.
God damn. I think
So-
we just sullied this whole list.
Yeah.
So, like Endgame has the unfortunate... Like, Endgame, in the lead up to it, you know, you have that, other than the end of Ant-Man the Wasp, you don't know what's fucking going on, really. Like, and, like, you don't know how that movie's gonna start. And it starts very strong, but then it lulls, and it weaves up and down. And there are parts of that movie in the theaters where I'm just like, dude, you could pick this up a little bit, please? And then, but then they get to that last hour, which, once again, I will say this, the best large-scale fight scene battle in a fucking movie fucking ever. Like, holy shit. So yeah, like, and I think, you know, and then if we're talking about, like, how these movies are made, which is the best overall movie, I think it's Guardians 1. I like Guardians 2 more as personal taste, but, like, if we're just talking about, like, well, if you were, like, grading on technical skill and, like, writing and everything, I would say, like,
Absolutely.
Guardians 1 is is who I would pick. Yeah. So.
Technically, in terms of like visuals and stuff, I think Guardians 2 looks like.
I think Guardians 2 looks a little better, but I think that, like, the quality
Especially
of
that Star-Lord ego fight.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
that was.
It looks
Shit
fucking
is.
sweet. I mean, really.
Every fucking time I get to the end of that movie, I cry like a bitch. It's easily the most, like, impactful movie for me when I watch it.
Yeah.
And
That
you know,
and Endgame for me, it's like
like Endgame had like
Niagara Falls.
Endgame has I do like Tony's moment. It does not make me cry, but it does. It
It
is
did for me. In the 3 times that I saw it in theaters, plus the time that I saw it for this, I still cry from that moment onward.
It made Stephanie.
It hits home a little too hard for me.
Made Stephanie cry. Saw it with her. That's for damn sure.
Like especially the funeral
Yeah.
scene when they're like casting the first arc reactor piece that he had that Pepper made, proof that Tony Stark has a heart.
Yeah.
That hit like that hit home a little too hard for me, and it's still hitting home for me right now. So
that and the cheeseburger thing, like that was a
Oh yeah,
with
I like
and
that part.
Happy, I was just like, oh my god.
yeah.
That part's sad, but that's kind of that was to me was more of like a kind of a moment of joy, because I feel like it showed that she's gonna have someone to look out for her, and
Yeah, for sure.
She's still gonna. It's like he's gonna even though he's dead, he'll still be around in some ways. I mean, I'm sure he has all this. I'm sure he's inverted himself in some way.
Well, I mean,
and Happy's gonna have all the stories for Morgan.
I
when
mean,
she's of age, of course.
I mean, fuck, in Far From Home, even when dead, I'm the hero.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Even dead, I'm the hero.
Yeah.
I'm the hero,
Friggin' Edith.
So yeah, like we'll double back to these, because obviously these all are a bigger discussion. All right, what's another one people want to move up, down?
Do we want to move Black Panther? Because I feel like that's a little low on the list.
I'd be
I go back and forth on the movie so much. I think it's fine.
I'd be willing to put it below or above Ragnarok if anyone else would be cool with that.
I'd rather watch Thor Ragnarok than watch Black Panther.
To be honest, same.
I'd be willing to put it below.
Below Ragnarok, would everyone be fine with that? So
Between Black Widow and Ragnarok, absolutely.
So Black Panther would move above Ant-Man the Wasp and Black Widow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we're cool with that.
While we're in that area, Winter Soldier.
All right.
Do I want to move that?
I think it's fine, but I know everyone else here likes that movie.
I was gonna say there are some people.
Everyone
who
else
personal list have it higher.
Yes, everyone has that movie way higher than Thomas or I. I understand that. So if people want to start moving it, I understand. Looking at this list, sorry, go ahead.
I said I think that's fine where it is. That's good. Good spot. That's a good spot for it.
I think that. I think that I'd be willing to have it below Iron Man 3, and then we can drop Far From Home a few spots, or a spot or nah.
Wow.
I have to step out for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean,
Far from Home is that's good where it is.
all right.
I mean, it's already a little low for my list, but I'm not gonna try and push everybody on that one. So, I was gonna say move Homecoming up a bit, but not much.
Homecoming.
No, I think that's movie's perfect. I think that movie's put her right where it should be. I think I like it more than Winter Soldier, but like once again, there's a very right
above Winter Soldier.
Like people, the thing is people really like Winter Soldier here. So like if people are trying to get it up a few spots, I'm fine with that.
Just looking at this list here, trying to
understand it all.
Yeah, Far From Home, like I certainly enjoy it more than Homecoming. For sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed Far From Home more than I enjoyed Homecoming.
Yes, much more.
Yeah,
and like the implications for Spider-Man and the Avengers and where No Way Home goes, important. It's good. On the other hand, honestly, I just want to have a conversation that may influence figuring out where it's placed. I want to have a conversation about Iron Man 3.
Okay, so
I'm willing to have this conversation.
they took Die Hard and they made it Iron Man, and it's a damn near perfect movie because of it.
No, it's not.
It's so goddamn good. It's
Someone's
showcased.
calling bullshit. Someone's
It
calling bullshit.
it showcases why Iron Man is awesome with or without his suit. You have so
Right.
many fucking fun set pieces in it. You get Iron Man, like, you get Iron Man's what we hoped was going to be his final bit of growth, but, you know, more Avengers movies had to happen. But, like, at the time, that was super fun, or that was super well done. You know, like that, like, two set pieces in this movie just stand out in my mind. The one where he's, like, he's controlling the suits remotely, and he's catching all those people in the air. And
Take
then,
him to
like,
church.
yeah, and then like the fucking end scene where he's just like fucking calls in all the suits on the fucking oil platform in the most Tony stuff.
That alone made it so good.
And
Like,
then-
I could not care less about the other 90% of the movie. Just that 10% was just like, I could watch that scene for hours.
And then you have like the stuff where like okay he gets marooned without his suit, and then he builds like a fucking spy kit from shit at Home Depot and
Oh.
is very effective with it.
Yeah.
And then you have just like him fighting with pieces of his suit. Oh, it's
That
just
was
that
was
shit
clutch.
that movie is
that was good.
that movie is criminally underrated in the MCU. No one ever
All
talks
right,
about it.
Thomas, go.
No, it's definitely.
Say your
definitely
piece. I want to
not.
hear it all.
Oh, first off.
Oh,
in this movie-
also, Paul, one last thing. I forgot one
Yeah,
last
yeah,
thing.
one last thing. Ed.
One
I know what I
last
was
thing, one last thing.
I believe it is the only MCU Christmas movie. So there you go.
Is it?
Okay.
Oh,
So it is Die Hard.
yep, basically.
Yeah.
Same director, same writer.
Wow.
No shit.
I think Disney went up to him and said, "Can you just make Die Hard again, but with Iron Man?" And he's like,
Yeah,
"For
sure,
this
why
amount
not?
of money, yes." Okay. Go, Tom. Do it.
So, I don't understand what you guys love about having the heroes fight absolute fucking nobodies. It's really kind of hilarious. Like,
Fuck off.
this villain is terrible. The fake villain is terrible. It's action set pieces, and this guy does Die Hard. Bronson, how many villains can you remember from the Die Hard series?
I mean, like one, like yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Emily?
I can't remember character names, but I can remember actors. So
Oh,
at least two.
interesting. Interesting. See, these villains don't mean anything, and when you have
Villain is Christmas.
oh, apparently,
As someone who's
Fuck.
only seen 2 Die Hard movies, the enemy is Christmas.
yeah,
I've seen like 4,
Okay.
yeah.
maybe 5.
Okay.
So the biggest problem I have with this is that you take your best talent, and in terms of that, RDJ was perfect for this role. Like, he's Tony Stark, he's Iron Man, right?
Without question.
Yes.
So a hero is only as ever good as his villain.
It's villain.
And as specifically in this, when you have Tony Stark to shine, he has nothing to go off of the whole movie. So anytime he interacts at all, it's just him. There's nothing on the
You're
other
talking
end.
Iron Man 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can have sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
So there's that piece, right? There's that entire part, and then the other part is, yeah, it's a boilerplate action movie. It's not special. It doesn't really do anything of note or move the MCU forward in terms of how these movies are written, directed, or shot. It's the same thing across the board. So for me to continue to see that with a different hero at the helm at this point had gotten so frustrating that it.
This was the first movie of Phase 2.
So. And
He's talking about movie
You
making.
mean
and-
and?
Yeah, like to say like, oh, it's old at that point, like fucking okay. Like I don't know what you were expecting.
for them to change the formulas of their film, for them to attempt at making a grand exit for their most important character, arguably, like this guy is the leader of the Avengers, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
he's the super genius that supplies them with everything, and he is also arguably one of the more deeper characters. And he gets a dog shit of a movie that any action director in the 80s would have frothed at the mouth for because it would have made them money and had no substance in it.
Okay, so this
And
movie.
that's what this boils down to. Is
No-
that there's no substance, and you let your hero die with no villain. Like, that's all.
Okay, so one that Tony is his own villain. That's what all these movies are. Like with like every single fucking
Kinda.
time. Like
Yeah, like the biggest thing with Iron Man is that like it's always like Tony Stark in the way of himself. So I can kind of get that approach.
like and that shows in this first movie when like Happy fucking gets blown up by the terrorist attack and he calls out, you know, who we think is the Mandarin to come to his fucking house, and because he, you know, that's a dumbass move, even though Tony's a super genius, but he's also impulsive, you know, and just does shit, you know, and that causes him to fucking nearly get his girlfriend killed and nearly get himself killed, if not for his own also ingenuity. And he has to go through his all that bullshit. And also they do show the villain as capable. Like in that movie. Like the villain is a fucking also super scientist. You know, like they talk about that. You know,
They do talk about it, but he's not memorable or impactful at all. And you can put all this, you can
Okay.
have all these exposition dumps, but until the character does or says
okay.
something, it means nothing.
Okay, but out of this entire movie list, how many villains are actually impactful? Like, okay,
This
so
is the big Marvel is like
this
they
is
don't, like more than
Yeah.
half of the villains are like
like okay.
That's not a reason to stop saying the movie is bad for this reason. Just
I don't-
because it
I don't-
happens
I
so
don't-
many
I don't-
times.
But like, I don't think it's bad for that reason because they do create a lot of adversity for Tony to go through, and also they have to create ways where Tony has to do it outside of, oh, here's another suit. You know, like they like, oh, hey, Tony, like let's have Tony be fucking creative and like sneak into the bad guy's compound with once again a Home Depot fucking spy kit. Like, one, that is a fun set piece. Two, it shows off Tony as a whole, you know. And also, I thought the Ben Kingsley turn was fucking, like, funny.
I love Ben Kingsley.
I
that
thought
actually
that
might
was...
be my favorite part of Iron Man 3
Jesus.
is him being him being
An
not the bad
actor
guy
playing
at all was
the Mandarin.
hilarious.
Yeah.
As someone who also does not know any Iron Man villains, like before these movies, is like, oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, I just
yeah.
like Ben Kingsley, but you know.
Yeah, and then also, like, the villain they get is another Iron Man villain and shows he is plenty capable by the fact that, like, even though Iron Man brings 50 suits, he's literally just ripping them in half. You know? Like fucking paper. You know, so... And he even has a... And he...
smashed.
Yeah, and he has a fucking link to Tony, even, because Tony blew him off in the fucking early 2000s.
Oh, the New Year's Eve party
Yep. No, so, like...
in Switzerland, I believe, is where
Yes.
Yeah,
that first.
Tony's worst fucking villain is his impulsive nature and his former asshole self, which that's what all three of those movies show. You know,
Yeah.
like it's you know, you can like this is the man who figures out fucking time travel.
Sure.
Casually after dinner.
Casually.
Yeah, very casually after dinner.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Shit.
His whole character is based on making amazing things out of nothing. Like that's what Tony Stark's based on. He's-
You know, and then you look at the MCU as a whole, and, you know, Aaron, you brought this up, like, who are great villains on this list? Like, Thanos,
Red Skull.
I like Red Skull. It's
Red
not like one of
Skull.
the top tier villains, but like definitely iconic.
Yeah.
Like,
Ego.
I real good look. I think Ego's a great villain.
I like Ego. I like, Dormammu's kind of dumb, but I like
Yeah,
him.
but-
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Yeah, Dormammu's cool.
Yellow
Just
Jacket from Ant-Man.
I don't think he's good. I think
I
he's
don't
very.
know.
He's like.
I like the
No.
suit. The suit's the best part.
Yeah,
Suit was a good thing. Suit was a good one.
like he's supposed to come back in Ant-Man 3. So.
Oh, is he supposed to come back in Quantumania?
Yeah, him.
Yo,
Yeah, it's gonna be him and Kang the
Cross?
Conqueror. It's weird.
great.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Aaron
Sure.
Cross or whatever his name is coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
What a
And that.
boring piece of shit villain.
Well,
Oh, Lord.
Yup.
And
Hey.
then like and
He's
then
almost,
Mysterio.
he's almost as bad as the villain from Iron Man 3.
You know.
We also have our opinions about Ultron.
And then
I'm the one who
Mysterio.
actually likes that movie, I think.
And Mysterio.
I like
Yeah.
Ultron,
Mysterio, yeah.
but
Oh, and
like,
Vulture.
not passionately.
James Spader's
yeah.
great. James
I
Spader
love James
kills it.
Spader.
It's
Like,
it's
without
it's
question.
it's one of the like few like really good parts of that movie.
Yeah.
It's James Spader. Absolutely.
But yeah, like Iron Man 3's villain is like as far as grading on the Marvel curve, I would say average to a hair above average. You know
Just a little.
that you know
Yeah,
like
Again, that's just not good. That's not how you should be watching them. You know, all the Marvel movies villains suck. So this guy's fine, I guess.
Here's man.
Like,
Okay, look,
fucking-
if you
no.
want to look, man, if you want to grade this on the curve of overall cinema, that's a different thing.
It's a,
That,
yeah.
like that's
That's our show next week, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
You know, yeah, that's a different fucking curve. Cause then like, okay, then I'm looking at this list, I'm going like, I can kind of chop off everything below Ant-Man. You know, so yeah, like, you know, so like, I really, yeah, I won't say it, I dig Iron Man 3 a lot. That movie is, you know, I know you hate this term, but it is fun. It shows off Tony Stark being a fucking just absolute, you know, the best of Tony Stark at times. Yeah, like that movie is enjoyable.
I don't hate the term fun.
You-
I just hate when movies are only when somebody comes up to you and is like, "Yeah, that movie was fun." You're like, "Oh, this is gonna be a bad movie." Like, this is
We can't
like,
go see movies together, Thomas. I'm sorry.
Infinity War is like both fun and good. Guardians is both fun and like really good. It's just that Marvel just tends to skew to just the fun side. Like that's the issue. Fucking yeah, I want to go to a movie and I want to be sad and depressed and cry every single time. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want out of my movies,
Yeah.
Bronson.
Next time you're in Seattle,
Ugh.
Thomas, hit us up. We'll
Oh, man.
Only when it's
go see a movie.
raining. Only when it's
only
raining.
when
Yeah.
You'll go
Yeah.
you'll go
Like
see you'll go see Schindler's List. There you go.
Oh God.
You know, I just
Fuck
watched
you.
that movie. I just watched Schindler's List, and it still holds up. It's still one of the
It's
best
a
movies
yes,
I've
it's
made.
a
Oh, really?
great
It's
film.
So fucking good.
It's a great film. That's
It's
all right. So
Okay.
incredible.
I want to try a different approach now.
all right. Well, what is it?
I'm not going to say we commit to this placement, but
Mhm.
I'm looking at our top 9 here, and it's a pretty solid top 9 in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't we round out this 10? What do you think goes above Ant-Man but below Iron Man?
Ant-Man. I think.
Ant-Man
love
where
Ant-Man.
it is.
I think.
Love Ant-Man.
I love. Yeah. I love it.
Thomas
No.
wants Far From Home.
Far From Home easily.
Okay,
I hold
Derek.
on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what should be 10? That's the question. I vote
That's my
Ant-Man.
question.
I vote Ant-Man.
I say Ant-Man.
Repeat the question, please.
What should be
so-
number 10?
Yes. What should be
Between
below
what two
Iron Man?
movies?
What should be below Iron Man and above Ant-Man where it is right now?
Or should
Or should it be
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man?
Or should it be Ant-Man? Should Ant-Man stay where he is?
I'd rather watch Iron Man than watch Ant-Man, probably. That's pretty
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
Well, yeah. But
So do you think any of the movies below Ant-Man should be above Ant-Man?
yes, that's the question.
See this
No.
is going.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Keep Ant-Man where
Wow.
he
It
is.
looks good.
Everybody's good.
So I'm gonna separate that and
Y'all are just tripping.
I really like Ant-Man.
That's what you signed up for, Thomas. So shut
Yeah,
up.
I know.
Here's
I'm in
where I'm
the.
at.
I'm locked in a room with 4 lunatics.
I'm
This is
gonna
great.
tell
No,
you-
You're
no,
working
listen
with
to
one
me.
of them starting next week, asshole.
Listen
So
to me
chill
for
the fuck
just
out.
a second, though.
Okay.
we already got to make our own personal lists, so I don't really feel the need to fight super hard for this list because I already made my own goddamn list.
Okay, well,
All I really wanted was Thor 2 to go to the bottom, but none of y'all will even give me that.
I will give you that. Just everyone else needs to agree.
We'll get to it. We'll
All right.
Promise, be my tiebreaker.
All right. So, in no order, this is not the order of this top 10, but this is the top 10. Ant-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, The Avengers, Doctor Strange, Civil War, both Guardians, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Speak now. I mean, we can come back later, but
sounds pretty groovy, yo.
All right, so now we need.
It's solid.
Now let's make it. Now we can make any adjustments to the bottom we can make. Look, Derek really wants it, man. And are we really gonna split hairs that much?
Yes.
Both these movies are pieces of shit.
I hate you guys.
I fell asleep.
Endgame is still where it was. Far From Home should definitely be above Ant-Man.
No.
Y'all are tripping. Guardians 2 is too high, like way too high.
Guardians 2 is pretty good, dude. Technically, that movie fucks hard.
Okay, we can still reorder that top 10 here. Hang
yes,
on.
we're that still has reordering to do, but we need let's fucking order the bottom half of this fucking nightmare, and then we can go and order the top half of this fucking blob fucking.
We'll take care of the top 10.
And, yeah.
Focus
So,
on
like-
the bottom chunk.
So, like, looking at this bottom portion of this list, the movies that, like, I'm already getting a feeling about what number one's going to be, which makes me a little less invested in the list as a whole. So, like, I'm thinking here, thinking, all right, what are the movies that are in this bottom of this list that I don't feel like should be here? And it's like Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I feel like Winter Soldier can be a little higher.
I think Winter Soldier could be higher.
Aaron, I'll agree to move Winter Soldier higher if you agree to move Thor to the bottom.
Thor 2.
I wouldn't take much. I need a win here.
All right, I'm willing to pull Winter Soldier all the way up to below Iron Man 3. You know what? I'll even say below Far From Home.
Oof. You know where I'm at with the Spider-Man movies, but
whoever changes their vote, I got some very cool Legacy FX Crew season 1 and 2 Mandalorian stickers.
Oh, that's great!
And
oh, cool!
Look at this cute little baby Yoda pen.
Oh, wow!
Oh, Lord!
I'm
can't
sorry.
Get this anywhere else.
Derek, what did you want the order to be?
I just want Thor.
He's
2
offering
at the
stuff to put
fucking
Thor 2
bottom.
at the bottom.
What do you want? Thor to the bottom?
He wants Thor 2 to the bottom.
I'll give you. Yeah. I'll give you.
I hate it, dude.
I'll give you Thor 2 to the bottom. I will break this tie. If you go to bat for me for Far From Home moving into the top 10.
What? Okay, wait. What?
That doesn't make a majority, so you're a fucking idiot.
I only have
Far From Home should be a little bit higher though, because listen though, I've been thinking about this subconsciously in this episode. Far From Home should be higher even on my personal list because even though there's things I hate about that movie and sometimes I think of it as a piece of dog shit, it does have some of the best comedy in these movies that's not forced or awkward or painful.
Just
reason it should be higher.
Look, man. You don't have a majority rule on that one. I
can't agree to that.
I think that movie is middle of the list ish is where it belongs, and that's where it is. You know.
Yeah. You like it more than Homecoming, though, don't you, Bronson?
Yes, I like it a lot more than Homecoming. I like it way more than Homecoming.
As a Jake Gyllenhaal.
Because
Mysterio stole Far From Home.
Mysterio.
From everybody.
Mysterio puts that movie on his back. So we got two things we want to focus on. We want people want to move Winter Soldier up, and someone wants to move Thor 2 down. All right, where does everyone want to move Winter Soldier up to? Where would they put it?
Somewhere in Far From Home range.
Okay.
Leave it where it is.
I'd rather watch Winter Soldier than watch Far From Home.
Okay, what about you, Aaron?
I mean, I'd rather watch Winter Soldier than all of these movies. Honestly,
He is Captain
though?
America, guys. He is Captain America.
Yeah. Like the three movies that I've got here that I really like are Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Ragnarok, with Ant-Man right there as well. And like they're at a decent spot.
I'm willing to let it go. I would put it below Far From Home. Is where I would put it. I think that, and honestly, for my personal taste, below Iron Man 3, but I'm willing to settle.
Right. If you let's put it there for now, and then as we order this list, we want to like look that over and see if it feels weird for people.
All right, below Far From Home.
Just for right now.
All right.
If it feels weird, like say your piece.
Let me look at the bottom half of this, see how it looks. I'd like to put Captain Marvel below Thor. Like Thor 1.
I can entertain that.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But I'd like to put Captain Marvel below Dark World.
Fuck both of those things.
Okay, so
Dude, Captain Marvel has some great parts.
So- Thor 1 has some amazing parts.
Thor 1 has Agent Coulson, and that's my favorite part.
And it has Loki being Loki, and it has fucking
I don't know.
it has fucking Anthony Hopkins being in a movie he's way too good for.
Hold up a second though. I had a thought a minute ago, and I completely forgot. And we have discussed these movies for months now, weeks now, whatever. And we have never once discussed how we feel about Pepper Potts as a character. Not once.
She does a really good
About
job.
it.
She does a good job. Yeah.
She's a good foil to Tony Stark.
You guys all feel that way?
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Or
think
the-
she's just okay.
Okay, so
Fine.
Terrible.
You know, a good pairing with Tony Stark, not like, you know.
okay,
Pepper
but
Potts is just there.
but
Just
we,
background noise.
but we are fine with Captain Marvel below Thor. Is that correct?
Yeah, the
Yes.
Dark World. Yes.
Thor, the Thor 1.
I'm not okay
Like-
with it.
The thing, so again, I like both these movies. I enjoy them. But Captain Marvel's struggle is about like her confidence as a person, and like that's a struggle, but otherwise as like this super powerful person. Thor is powerful, but like has this character development throughout that I really do enjoy. Yes, like the sub boss that they send to the desert area is whatever.
Wait, is that the Destroyer guy or
Yeah.
whatever?
The Destroyer, yeah.
No, I actually thought he was kind of cool looking, but
He's kind of cool looking. It's just like it didn't make an impression the way like villains tend to do. And obviously,
Yeah,
again,
that's
that was a
true.
sub boss.
it was more of just like a, eyes without a face or a faceless.
Right. Yeah, I like the idea. And
But
then like,
I could,
Mhm.
sorry.
I just want to say like the problem with both Thor movies is both of the first two Thor movies is, oh, those poor humans are like humans in a Godzilla movie. It's like I'm not here for you. Like I God bless you. You know, do what you can. Good on you, Padme, for getting Thor. But like, you're not.
I agree with you.
Oof.
Actually.
I enjoyed Thor: Dark World, and it's like they are the most painful parts.
I could agree to move Captain Marvel if an agreement could be made, an additional agreement could be made.
Uh huh. What agreement would that be?
Put Thor Dark World right at the bottom.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
yes, I would love to see that. I'm fine with that.
I'll put Thor Dark World at the bottom, and then right after that we put Captain Marvel below it.
And then put Hulk right above that.
Is everyone okay with that?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
oh.
be asking for favors later, but yes.
I mean, I'll be asking for favors later, but
Okay,
yeah.
okay, hold on. All right.
Uh-huh.
I think that sounds good.
So the way that this sounds like people want it is
Generally,
generally is Captain Marvel. Thomas wants Captain Marvel all the way at the bottom.
I don't
Yep.
think that's happening.
As
No.
it should be.
I want.
I think Thomas really hates Brie Larson.
That movie is so bad.
All right,
You guys
let
are-
me-
you guys
Middleton
are
parts of
let me configure something that sounds right here, and tell me what you think. Give me a minute.
Okay. All right. Give you a
Okay.
moment. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. You need to build a website? Check out squarespace.com. They have easy to use layouts. Am I getting paid for this?
Nope.
I
Damn.
don't think so, hun.
Shit.
Sorry.
Okay.
Use Wix.
Okay. So what we have here
All right.
is all right. So this is what we have. We have Thor 2 at the bottom, followed by Hulk, followed by Captain Marvel, then Thor.
I'm okay with this ordering.
I'm okay with this too.
Yeah, I'm alright with this.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I've watched Thor 1 over all 3 of those.
Yep. Same.
So, there you go.
Yeah.
Same.
If anything, if for anything for Odin alone, he does
If
such a good
anything,
job.
for All-Father. Absolutely.
No.
Agreements have been made.
All right. So.
Agreements have
I
been
switch
made.
favors
Derek.
later.
All right. So.
Letting you know.
All right. So we have. So the bottom half of this list, as currently stands, or I guess the bottom 14 out of 24, is Thor 2, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Thor 1, Iron Man 2, Age of Ultron, Spider-Man Homecoming, Ant-Man the Wasp, Black Widow, Black Panther, Ragnarok, Iron Man 3, Winter Soldier, Far From Home.
Did you put Ragnarok above Black Panther?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So,
feel like Winter Soldier is a little bit low.
so you want Winter Soldier to go up one more?
Yeah. at
Or do
least
you
one
want it in the
more.
top 10?
No.
All
Don't
right.
worry,
So,
Aaron wants it.
I do want it, but
That
it's
movie's
also
fine,
Thomas
though.
has been looking for some wins.
Thomas
And
needs.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll just sit
He's
here
gonna
and watch
get
you
one
guys
number
make a
one.
list.
Thomas.
When Captain Marvel's at number 2.
No, that's not what
You
I
should be
wanted.
doing Snoopy dances.
Why would I be doing dance? That movie shouldn't even be on this list.
No, 2 from the bottom. It's number 3 from the bottom.
Straight from the bottom.
That's still pretty low. I mean,
All right. So
Bronson, what do you think of our current placing for? Oh, hang on, we got a comment.
Zero says, "What do you think we are going to see first, the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers?" Val is recruiting a team, but I wouldn't be surprised if Abomination gets recruited in Shang-Chi or She-Hulk. I absolutely we're going to see the Dark Avengers first.
I'd be excited for Dark Avengers.
We
I have
all
no idea.
they've already picked 3 Dark Avengers. What are you?
Yeah, with U.S. Agent and Yelena
Yeah. So
taking on the Black Widow.
I know nothing about these. I know nothing about
I know
nothing.
nothing about them either because I'm more of a DC guy. But hey.
So
Oh,
the
this is why I'm in that balance of DC and Marvel.
the Thunderbolts, you may have Abomination by the end of the year if we're lucky. So
if we're lucky.
so
But more so than anything, we're gonna see Dark Avengers.
yeah. So anyway, all right. What were you suggesting, Aaron?
Bronson, what do you think about the current placement of Ant-Man and the Wasp? One Ant-Man buddy to another.
I'm fine with it.
Fine,
I would like.
fine.
I'm
Any
trying.
of these movies above it, would you?
I would take it all the way to like below or above Ragnarok, but I have to consider everyone else, and I know
Sure.
Emily really likes Black Panther, and a lot
I
of people
do.
and a lot of people really like Black Widow. So I'm just kind of like, you know,
I love
Yeah.
Ant-Man as a character, but I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is a really boring movie. I'd rather watch the first one.
I would rather watch the first one.
I
I
would
will
rather watch
agree
I
with
the
you.
would rather watch the first run
Yeah.
over Ant-Man and the Wasp.
No.
Um,
I actually had a thing this week. I forgot who I was talking to, where like I was explaining something, and someone interrupted me, and I'm like, "Look, man, you just gotta let the jukebox play."
sure.
Once you put the coin in, you gotta let the jukebox play. Gotta listen to the whole story.
Oh,
You guys
See-
really need to watch Chips. If you enjoy,
I know.
I've been saying this, but if you enjoy Michael Pena for like the 5 minutes that we get from him in these 2 movies, I mean, imagine 2
Yeah.
hours with him, and
They're
it's just
longer
a
than
blast.
5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
I get what he's
being-
saying.
just trust me. Just watch. It's Michael Pena and Dax Shepard
Yep.
and Vincent D'Onofrio, and
Oh,
it's pretty
I love
fucking great.
Vinny.
It's
I love Vincent D'Onofrio
He's
so
the villain,
much.
and he's such a badass. In
He
that
plays
movie.
such a good villain, though.
Yeah, no, he's a
He
mean,
really
scary
does.
motherfucker in that movie. I'm telling you guys, watch Chips. You will
The-
laugh. You will burn like 3,000 calories laughing at that movie.
also
It's
the,
really
the,
so good.
I just wanted to say the Ant-Man movies provide a perfect contrast to the first two Thor movies in that they have regular people outside of the superhero characters, and they are hilarious
And
as
useful.
their own characters and useful. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
And
look,
useful. Very
if
useful.
you stayed awake to the second half of Thor: Dark World, they are useful.
Not in the
Um,
same way, though.
No.
I mean,
Not in the
Thor
same way.
uses his girlfriend's things to stab the guy and teleport him.
I guess. I know.
I know.
but
Again, I guessed. I know.
It's not the same as Michael Pena dressing up as a security guard.
It
Yeah.
is not.
Or them showing up to the... Yeah. Or them showing up to the house and saying all the cops, like, back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
Oh yeah, I forgot T.I. is in both of those movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's good.
holy
Like,
shit.
dude.
That movie's pretty fucking funny.
All right, so...
Lawrence Fishburne's in The Wasp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Gotta
Yeah,
give
I
it
did-
up
I
for
did.
Larry Fishburne.
He's
ladies and
he's one of the
gentlemen.
few people that's in DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like.
And John Wick.
Polka
The
Dot
big
Man
three.
in the
No, wait.
Suicide Squad from
Yep.
James Gunn. He's also in Ant-Man.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, he
So-
plays Polka Dot Man, the Polka
Yeah.
Dot Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
My,
he's in
uh,
both of the Ant-Man films, and he's in the new
Oh.
Suicide Squad movie. So
He's
Uh,
also in The Dark Knight.
Damn.
Yeah, he's
That's
in The
wow.
right,
Dark Knight.
he
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Getting
yeah.
that work.
Thomas
I
Schiff.
forgot about that.
Thomas Schiff.
I love it.
Okay. Well.
All right. So this is what we got as our back half of the list as
Yeah.
of right now before we can get to some ordering.
Okay.
All right. Bottom of the list is Thor 2, followed by Hulk, followed by Captain Marvel, Thor 1, Iron Man 2, Age of Ultron, Spider-Man Homecoming, Ant-Man the Wasp, Black Widow, Black Panther, Ragnarok, Iron Man 3, Winter Soldier, Far From Home.
Like, I don't know. I know we just had this conversation last week, but I personally would want to put Black Widow higher. I'm not sure where.
Okay, where would everyone put Black Widow? I think it's great where it is, but where
I'd
is-
put it higher.
Where would you put it?
I had a fun time watching that movie, but I have some serious complaints with it. I think where it's at is fine.
Okay.
Thomas
Florence
has
Pugh, Florence Pugh stealing the show does not dismiss all of its other things wrong with it.
I have already been asked to cosplay Red Guardian.
Of course you have. And you would do a great one.
Yep.
Red Guardian's annoying and stupid, and you're neither of those things. So why the fuck? would they ask you for Red Guardian?
Oh.
He is hilarious.
Red Guardian is so annoying that I went to pee and get water, and I came back and he still was fucking talking.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, he
like,
was.
Jesus, I'm gonna go buy an icy, and then maybe he'll be off the screen.
And he talked about fucking in front of his two daughters.
Yeah.
What a
Oh,
masterpiece of a
That's
movie.
a conversation.
I'd rather see David Harbour as like a straight man or a badass, not like this laughable like, oh, I used to be cool like 20 years. Like, okay, dude.
Oh
like,
man.
I just
I can watch that movie anytime I want now because of Disney Plus. Great.
Can I
really want to
too,
watch
or would
that
like
movie
Disney
again.
Plus detect something?
I don't know. Find out.
Yeah, I guess I'll find out.
Go check. See if it has play if it charges you $30 as well. I mean, you can always just log on to my fucking.
Well, I'm
thing.
that's the thing is I'm logged. Well, yeah, onto your thing. Yeah, maybe.
Bronson,
Oh.
you should let me borrow that login for a minute so I can rewatch Black Widow.
Yeah.
I have my own Disney Plus. I'm just saying.
It's the 30. It's the 30.
I'm
premium.
gonna buy the 4K Blu-ray when it comes out, but that just might not be for a while. So
Anyway, so
Yeah, that's at least 6 months out before
all right, so
the 4K.
So we're not moving Black Widow, it sounds like. So do we have any other changes?
I mean, I guess not.
Isn't Captain America the First Avenger kind of low?
Captain America-
No.
Are we gonna move
No,
up to the top
we're
10?
just referring to the bottom half right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just the
Like,
bottom half.
Is there any? There have been a couple of attempts have been made to move stuff around on the bottom list. They've all kind of been knocked down. So, is this the bottom half of this list?
So why?
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Thomas has something to say.
My question is what do you guys see that's so different from Ant-Man to Far From Home? Like what makes Ant-Man a better movie?
I think that Ant-Man is a lot more cohesive and like I realize it's an origin story, so that's inherently easier. You know, like I get that, but like I think that heist setup is a lot more well done than this school trip that's like kind of muddy at points, I feel, as far as pacing goes. And then like I mean the villain in Far From Home is way better. Like way better.
Yeah.
It's not even fucking contest.
Yeah.
But I think the protagonist side of Ant-Man is way
does the
better,
job.
and his like trial is better. And no offense to Peter in this movie, he's a lot better than Homecoming, but he's still like very much not great in this film a lot of the time.
Stupid and gives Edith to someone he's talking to for like 5 seconds. So,
Thomas,
yeah.
were you here to talk about it when we were talking about Far From Home?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
will.
All right.
Yeah, so he was here for the Spider-Man episode.
Okay.
It's hard to remember when Thomas is here because I never see his damn face.
You don't need to,
That's
Derek.
gonna change, right, Thomas? That's gonna change.
Yep.
Good.
Bronson's usually wearing a WoW shirt, and then when he's not wearing a WoW shirt, I don't recognize him. But either way, I notice something.
I'm wearing a Nintendo 64 shirt.
Like I'm,
Yeah, I was
I'm-
gonna
I'm
say,
like
repping
right
that
now,
N64 life.
Like right now, I'm like, that guy kind of looks like Bronson, but I don't see any WoW merch, so maybe imposter.
I was say, where's your Alliance, like, poster or whatever? Don't you have one of those, Bronson?
Yeah, man, look, it's been a rough year for World of Warcraft, okay?
Oh man. Oh,
I mean,
you get taken down. That's rough.
You have to earn your way back on the wall.
that's fair. Maybe you'll get something for Final Fantasy 14 to cover that void
I
over
like
there.
that. You have to earn your way back on the wall. That's pretty.
Infamous is up forever.
Yeah, Infamous was always good. Ocarina of Time, always good.
Sleeping Dog's kind of in this purgatory area of it's
I
on
love
the it's
Sleeping
there.
Dog.
It's
Oh
there.
my
It's
God,
not
dude.
on
good.
the wall, but it's
I
against
love
the wall.
But it's there.
It's Yakuza 0, but yes.
That game is
Okay, I
so-
apologize. Like, you can understand the confusion when they're looking at this tiny.
Yeah, no,
tiny
understandable.
here. Uh,
Sleeping Dogs is a better game than it.
Oh, no, it is not. But
Oh, yes, it is.
no, it is not.
Yes, it is.
You're on
Yes, it
drugs.
Wei
Yeah.
Shen is one of the greatest video game protagonists.
Fucking don't even talk to me about protagonists. Kazuma Kiryu is literally the best.
I think that Kiryu is like really like he's
God.
just a total
What am I
edgelord
getting
and he's
myself
never happy and he's
into?
always scowling and I don't know. I like the new guy way more. What the hell's the new guy's name?
Fucking Ichiban. And Ichiban
Yeah,
is
It's not.
I love
and Ichiban is also a precious boy who needs to be protected. Who obviously has brain damage if you've played that game.
Like, Kiryu's cool, but he's definitely like an edgelord who's always in a bad mood.
No, he's not though. That's just he just doesn't emote. He just like
That makes it worse.
just
I
like
don't know. I think he's
that man's like that man's super happy out disco dancing, but just his fit like he'll like smirk and that's the best you'll get. Except when
You're
he's
saying he has resting bitch face?
except when he's fishing
Oh, yeah.
for some reason or doing a rock
Well, that's
concert.
the odd reason.
Fishing fucking rocks. I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
I love fishing.
is he doing that outside the city?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why. That's how I am when I'm in the city and there's people around. Just then you
Yeah.
get out and you just
Yeah,
relax.
I mean, I guess that's true. I'm kind of the same way, and I always have sunglasses on so people can see my.
I don't know, man. I've been talking about streaming those games for a while now. I might just
You should. You should go
Do
through the
it.
whole series.
oh
Do
fuck.
It should be a solo thing.
That should be it. That would literally take all year.
I mean, I don't know if you should be able to take breaks.
Like that would be like I would do 0. If anything, I will definitely do 0 and 7.
Okay.
So anyway,
Isn't 0 like a summary of stuff?
0 is a
No, it's a
prequel to the whole series,
Oh, okay, never mind.
and then 7 is the newest one.
Right.
Uh,
All right.
Dude, I will say the turn-based combat in 7, I much prefer that to the previous style combat. I think it works so well for that game.
7 was my game of the year last year, and
Yeah, that
it's
game's really great.
It's
Still
fucking-
holds up.
oh yeah, no, it got put on Game Pass, and I played the Xbox version recently, and like
It's very good. I have no complaints about the game.
Ichiban obviously has brain damage, but that's
What
okay.
makes him so lovable.
Yep. But all right. Anyway, all right. We have the bottom half of this shit.
Basically
It's-
done. Do we? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Like we gotta keep going. All right.
I
So
know.
we have all right. So this is what our top 10 is before any ordering. Ant-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, the First Avenger, Avengers, Doctor Strange, Civil War, Guardians 2, Guardians 1, Endgame, Infinity War.
You said that really fast. My brain.
I gets along with it.
Okay, so Ant-Man, Iron Man, First Avenger, Avengers, Doctor Strange, Civil War, Guardians 2, Guardians 1, Endgame, Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
I think Doctor Strange should be like
One or two what?
one or two higher because that movie's really good. I think we all really love Doctor Strange.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think. Let me check my list again. Doctor Strange might be like.
It should be above Guardians 2.
I strongly disagree with that.
Yeah, Bronson's not.
That's cool.
Of.
I mean, if I get outvoted 4-1, then fuck me. But you know,
I mean, Derek, you did say Doctor Strange would be 1 to 2 higher, correct? So if we were to do that, it would be either above Civil War or Guardians 2.
I think I'd rather watch Doctor Strange than Guardians 2.
Yeah, same.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
you're
watch
getting
Civil War than
outvoted
Doctor
on this
Strange.
one.
just,
Well, from the looks of it, I don't know about Aaron's
just,
perspective.
I think
I
Doctor.
have a
I will
dog in this.
say-
Yeah.
From a technical standpoint, like being objective or whatever, just in terms of the production value and the special effects and the pacing, Guardians 2 really is pretty damn excellent.
I mean, the both of those movies, Doctor Strange and Guardians 2, are
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some of my
Yeah,
favorite
no
movies to
question.
watch.
Technical.
Both
Technically
really good
speaking,
movies.
absolutely.
Both of those movies are like 4K stunners. Like those are like
Yep.
Yes.
you put those on the big TV and focus on them.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange has fucking Rachel McAdams, a saint sent from the heavens of
Oh,
hell.
okay,
So-
but I'm in Guardians 2 as Kurt Russell. So there you
Also
go.
the
That's
same.
fun in and of
I
itself.
love
Like-
Kurt Russell, but I don't
Just
love
the-
him in that movie.
Oh.
Doctor Strange is the actor in the end.
What?
You cut out, Thomas.
You're kind of cutting out.
Sorry, Doctor Strange has the best actor in the MCU. So
Benedict
Ooh.
Cumberbatch. No,
I
no,
mean-
obviously Rachel McAdams.
no,
Benedict Cumberbatch, though.
Rachel McAdams wasn't even the best part of Wedding Crashers. Let's not even like kid ourselves here.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you
shots
kidding me?
fired. my boy.
Fucking lord. Thomas just is out. Dude,
I love it. I love it.
Dude, Thomas is just out here to pick fights.
Thomas,
I think
Thomas, Thomas isn't on camera right now because he has a couple of troll horns coming out of that.
Next week we're gonna do Wedding Crashers tier list.
Oh,
Alright,
no,
characters.
Wedding
no.
Crashers.
Colin, no.
Yeah,
You're not
and the
going to
number
do
one, and in the Wedding Crashers tier list, number 1, and then like really far removed to number 2. Number 1 is the titty montage. There's no like it's not even.
Wait,
This isn't an argument. It's not a conversation.
not a character?
Yes, it is. It is its
It's a
own
segment.
character.
It's a
Oh,
segment.
God.
It's titty
Thomas,
montage,
why?
and then
Why,
actors.
Thomas?
But who?
It's the
What
greatest
actor are
titty
you saying
montage
is
of all
better than
time.
McAdams in that movie?
All of those girls that showed their titties in the montage.
You want to bend those rules?
Well, Thomas, I'm sorry.
Oh
that
my
Wedding
God.
Crashers is how you.
Okay. So,
Aaron's
I will say one of the
look.
actors-
Aaron's fight here. He doesn't want Doctor Strange to go above Civil War. I don't want it to go above Guardians 2. So
move Doctor Strange above Guardians and Civil War above Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that sounds right. to me.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. Why is there no? Who else would agree to this?
No.
Doctor Strange and Civil War in that order, just move above Guardians 2.
And
then you would have Infinity War, Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, and Doctor Strange as the top 5.
okay, so the only way I'm settling for that is if you move Endgame to 3 and Guardians of the Galaxy to 2.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm totally
I'm fine with this.
That sounded okay.
fine with that. Absolutely, 100%.
Like, as long as
doesn't need
all
to be
of those
that high.
movies
It's
stay
not like
in.
that.
Aaron just looks
That
bummed. Aaron does not
I
want
knew
that.
the top of this list was gonna be a bummer city for me, but like, wow.
Okay, there's a way we can order this so everyone at least leaves mostly happy. All right,
You can't please everyone all the time.
we can get as close as we can. So,
That's how these lists work.
all right.
I didn't get any of my moves from the bottom, like at all, like nothing.
Captain Marvel's like number 3.
Bro, that's not what I asked for. It's not what I
You
asked
wanted
for.
it all the way down
That
at the
isn't what
bottom.
I
Like,
asked
you
for,
wanted
Derek.
Dark World
Yes,
at the
thank
bottom
you.
of the barrel.
Oh, for fuck's
So-
sake.
I think
Okay.
we're seeing what's going to be number 1, so you got that at least.
Okay, so does it sound like it sounds like Infinity War is number 1 to a 3 okay, so cuz here's the thing. My number 1 is one of the Guardians movies and my second choice would be Infinity War. So Endgame ain't it for me. Like Endgame is I would put Doctor Strange above Endgame for number 1.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Doctor Strange than Endgame.
I think we out. So it sounds like number 1 is Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know Emily and Aaron want Endgame. Is okay. Third option. Would you want to put Doctor Strange or Guardians 1 at number 1?
No, look, no, that's.
Ooh.
Aaron's getting red, man. I can see
Just
I'm on my third beer, so.
just look. Sometimes you
drinking, Aaron.
sometimes you gotta pitch crazy. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna
I
order.
gotta catch up to
All right. I'm gonna order it like Thomas said. So
I was
and-
thirsty when we started prep, so I just.
All right, so
I think that's how it was when I was on.
So-
I was on my second during the stream, so I have a third right here, but I'm just
Good
like,
job, guys. I'm on my third Stella Tallboy too.
There you go.
I'm on my.
Dude,
Hey, I'm on my
Stella
second
is a
water.
very okay
You're on a
beer.
second water shit.
Like I don't mind Stella at all. Like if
Yeah.
like sometimes I just drink it when I'm fishing or whatever. It's just a very okay beer. Like
It's just
I
a
don't
good
love it.
one.
I don't hate it. It's fine. I like it.
Okay.
I've been saying
it's
to
the
Aaron,
daily
this is why we
drinker.
need to hang out so I can show you the good shit.
I know. I know. We'll talk about that.
Okay, so this is what we have right now. This is not final. This is just what we have for the top 10 as of this second. Ant-Man, Iron Man. First Avenger, Avengers. Guardians 2, Civil War. Doctor Strange, Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War.
I think it sounds.
Yeah, I'm okay with this list.
I think that's the closest we're gonna get to a consensus.
Yeah, like
I would still move Endgame down, but yeah, that's
But
fine.
it's Thomas happy.
but it's I mean, look, man. In a perfect world, I think Guardians 2 is top 3, but you know, it is what it is. So
Guardians 2?
yeah, so-
I think Guardians 1 could be top. Guardians 2 has better visuals, but Guardians 1 I like the story more.
Guardians 1
Yeah.
is look. If you dissect these movies, Guardians 1 is the only one I consider like a perfectly paced, perfectly written, like front to back movie that I have no complaints about. You know, like Ronan sucks a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, he does. You know
But
what? I do love Aisha number 2 though. Like she's such a bitch. She's so stuck up.
Oh,
Um,
but that tease at the
It's
end of
very
Guardians
entertaining.
2.
Yeah, you get fucking Adam.
Adam.
Yeah, the Adam
Adam
Warlock
Warlock,
tease.
like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
just...
That shouldn't factor into the movies themselves.
You do get that Stan Lee as a Watcher cameo. That's pretty good.
That was
pretty good.
That was
Also-
pretty good though.
Like I like all the gold people like trying
Oh.
to take him down, and it's like an arcade game. There's like all the people like huddled around that one guy. It's like he's got a high score, and then he blows it, and they're like, "You suck," whatever his name is. Like
That's like when I went to one of out in Denver and I was playing I got a good score on it. One of the arcade machines. I was just like, I was in the groove. I was just like, let's go.
Yeah, it's a good scene.
I got a pretty high score on the Sopranos pinball machine at the GameWorks in Seattle.
No shit.
Alright, so it doesn't look like this is moving at all anymore.
Yeah, no.
Does anyone want to attempt to make any final deals or anything?
I think this is the best
Nope,
we're gonna
they
get.
would be pointless.
Yeah,
That's the point.
I just alright, so what we got here from so we'll do the TV shows first. WandaVision is at the bottom, followed by Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then nope.
We were very split on WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, and like Falcon Winter Soldier barely eked out at the end of our conversation.
It's fine. They're just TV shows anyway.
And then Loki fucking dominated so hard.
Yeah, but
Goddamn.
like 10 spaces between Loki and Falcon Winter Soldier.
God, Loki was good.
It's not even
Just like
So good.
like
They don't even exist.
I keep telling Anthony like fucking don't worry about the other two, just go to Loki.
Yeah,
Just watch Loki. Just watch Loki.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
Which I had such low expectations for Loki, which even like that fucking made it even fucking crazier. So, all right, so our final list before we lock it in, and this will be it until Shang-Chi is out. All right, at the bottom of this shit, we have a boring fucking nightmare movie called Thor 2. Second to last at number 23, you get to find out that the Hulk can't fuck. Alright, then we got Captain Marvel. That when she goes Super Saiyan, that movie does get cool. Has good music.
Yeah.
Thor 1, man, Odin carries this shit. Iron Man 2, Justin Hammer carries this shit. Age of Ultron, Ultron carries this shit. Spider-Man Homecoming. That scene with the Vulture in the car is real good, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's
scene.
Michael
amazing.
Keaton basically carried that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ant-Man the Wasp. Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Black Widow. Came out like a week ago. It was pretty good. Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan does a really good job.
And R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a ledge.
Thor Ragnarok. All that shit on Sakaar is real good.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum
Goldblum.
fan club.
Yes. Iron Man 3. Taking y'all to church. The Winter Soldier. Fucking real good. Real good spy movie.
Making fucking government weapons to terrorize people, you dicks.
I feel like Aaron likes the real life message from that movie a lot.
That
Don't
and
trust
Civil
anyone.
War, man, I love it.
Far From Home. Mysterio.
Carries it.
Mysterio. Should have Far From Home.
think they
Should have
said
scratched that out. Just put
credits.
Mysterio.
Ant-Man. Quality humor. Michael Pena. Let's go.
Yep.
He's in the system.
Just like it's just not often that you get invited back to some place after you rob them. We robbed you, Mr. Pym.
I'm done with robbing people and stealing shit. What do you need me to do? I need you to break into places and steal some shit.
Okay.
Starting out the MCU with an absolute banger, Iron Man 1. Its third act needs a little work, but it's a damn good movie.
Damn good.
Captain America, consistently good from start to finish. Mwah. Avengers 1, a little bit rocky in the first 20 minutes, otherwise, great team-up movie. Guardians 2 makes me emotional. It makes me feel things.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. He may have been...
Rooker, dude. Oh my
He-
God.
Michael Rooker.
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your
Wait, what's it
daddy.
go, Daddy?
Who's better in that movie than Michael Rooker? I think nobody.
No one. He just
No.
Just like-
no one.
Just
at
that
all.
fucking line when he's like, it's just like, I know I didn't do none of it right, but I'm damn lucky you're my boy. And fucking
Fuck,
just,
that's a good fucking movie.
oh,
The-
it's just,
Put
the
that
two-
on
the
right
two
now.
moments.
God damn it.
Just
The two-
think about the end of that movie. I'm about to put that on right now.
The two moments for that movie for me were the reveal of how his mom died was incredible. And
Immediately start shooting at him.
like just the zoom in on Peter Quill, like realizing, like,
Wait.
What?
fuck, we've just been like through 3.5 hours of movie
my
on this.
mother.
And then the funeral, the lights.
oh, just,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, and then the
Alex.
stuff with Rocket from the, you're me! You steal batteries you don't even need. It's because you're scared. There's just that whole fucking thing.
Just that whole bit.
and
was
then
great.
and then at the fucking yeah no anyway so,
Multiple jumps.
Maybe
Yeah.
we fucked up. Maybe Guardians 2 should be higher.
Nope.
nope no that's look
Keeping it.
Civil War has a almost as emotional bit with the end fight when
Oh.
that end fight in the chat, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Oh, it's just like you look like Mary Poppins. Is he cool? Hell yeah, he's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Fucking Civil War, that it poses a lot of really good questions. The movie doesn't necessarily answer them all really well, but it's really interesting to think about. And I think that end fight scene between Tony, Cap, and Bucky is almost every bit as emotional as some of the other parts of Guardians 2. So
I think
Just that fight sequence in general, the way that they go back and forth between all three of them is just
just like that he was my friend. It's just like he's my friend, so was I. You know, just like
just pow.
yeah.
good.
Let's go.
Man.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we got the chat. Also, here's a fun one for you guys. So
Oh,
he'll type
no.
that up. So, yeah, that end scene with Tony and Bucky and Cap, the Black Panther catching up to Zemo and being like, you know, just like we will not, you know, just like I'm letting vengeance has consumed them, it has consumed me. I will, you know, just like it has consumed you. All this other stuff. Like it was a good way to catch up to him. That-
Zemo is a
Yeah, I like that scene with Black Panther. and stuff.
Then we have Doctor Strange. I feel like this movie visually is better every time I watch it for some reason.
Yeah.
You want to talk about actors that you will defend to your dying day? Here's one of mine, Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh,
Just
Yes.
seeing him in this movie, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
just
yes.
Did you know that Star-Lord has actually been looking for a planet called Missouri instead of Earth? That's why they were finding his home planet. You didn't realize this until Tony and him had their little fight in Thanos' ship.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not from Earth, I'm from Missouri.
That's on Earth.
Called
Didn't
ass.
they call him like
God.
a kid or something?
Yeah.
Some shit.
Yeah, just great action scenes, good development of Doctor Strange himself. The villain, as is in most of these, could be better. You know,
I like the idea of the villain, but like as someone who's just not attached to that character in any way and kind of shows up towards the end there, it's just like,
just big cosmic blob man.
Yep, which
yeah.
I love,
But
Doing Mamu.
They should have just had him take like a human form through Mads, and that would have been good.
That would've
we
sealed
have the
it.
cosmic
That
bit
would've
at the
been
end maybe, but
Yeah.
who's the other actress? The actress.
Gilda
oh,
something?
Tilda Swinton?
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
That's my other
Tilda
favorite.
Swinton.
That's in there. Like they got two, and then Benedict Cumberbatch is fantastic. So
He's
no,
yes.
it was good. That was a good.
Don't
He
forget
is-
about Rachel, dude.
He,
That's Rachel.
God
You're right.
damn it.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, he is one of the best, if not the Benedict Cumberbatch is one of, if not the best actor in the MCU.
And you know what's
Uh,
funny? Both members of Sherlock are in the
Yeah.
MCU.
Yes.
Because you have Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch, and then you have Watson in Black Panther with Martin
Black
Freeman.
Panther and Civil War.
Well, they always
Sherlock
do no-
Holmes, what?
They always do
Holmes
nods
is
to Sherlock.
Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr. and Jude Law.
Yeah, he's also
Well,
yeah.
there's that one too.
There's that one. Yeah.
But I'm talking in the television aspect,
The
not
television
the
show.
Guy Ritchie film.
Yeah, what? And
Benedict
is way
Cumberbatch
better.
is Sherlock.
And Martin Freeman as John Watson.
Yep.
So, all right. So going forward, though, we have
Context.
Doctor Strange was good, but I felt a little mad compared to the original animated movie. Never saw it.
I haven't seen that.
So number three is Endgame. This movie has 3 hours of fan service, but it's fun fan service.
Yeah.
It's
like 2 hours leading up to a 1 hour battle of fan service.
Yeah.
Yes, but even then that 2 hour lead up, there's a lot of fan service. Professor
There's a
Hulk
lot
is
of
fan
going on.
service.
A lot of style over substance.
Hold on though. So you guys all like Professor Hulk, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his character. I just don't like how they introduced him. That was fucking bullshit. They just threw him on the screen. Here
Yeah,
he is.
I didn't like that
Ah.
introduction either. But that scene in the restaurant, I felt like his personality was completely different. He just totally seemed like cocky and arrogant, and
Yeah, because he just spent the past 5 years dealing with shit.
He was a bro.
He spent.
I didn't,
Bro.
I didn't like him at all. I didn't like him. Like I would have been like, if I was an Avenger, I would have been like, dude, you fucked up. You're an asshole now. Like, please just, I don't even want you on the team.
Wow.
Please stop.
Damn.
Yeah, please stop talking, Hulk.
Just like taking selfies with people in the restaurant. It's so fucking stupid.
I just feel like he finally got control of Hulk after all those problems, especially after Infinity War, and he's like thrilled that he's in control of it all, and I feel for him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's neither like
Wear shorts
Professor Hulk.
now.
Professor Hulk is neither like Banner or Hulk.
That's what I'm saying.
like,
That's why I don't
Yeah,
like
it's
him.
both of
Yeah.
them. It's
No.
literally.
The
No, he's
two
not.
together.
Which one of those characters is a fucking dude surfer, bro? Like
That is the
none of them.
confident. That is
Which
the confidence of Hulk applied to what Bruce
The
Banner
con-
thinks. Hold on.
I'm sorry, the
listen.
confidence of Hulk.
Hold on. Hey, let me finish.
Let him
That is the
finish.
fucking confidence and bold nature of Hulk applied to what Bruce Banner thinks is cool, because he's a dork. You know, that's there you go.
I'm trying to make a point there, but when I think of the Hulk, I don't think of confident. I think of a fucking murder machine that's just rage and no,
Yeah, yeah, but, like-
hesitation, no reserve.
But
just
that's
smash.
not. But like, if you read the comics or have watched animated stuff, that's not Hulk 24/7. Like Hulk goes and lives and bathes and chills out sometimes.
Yeah, but that's not what we're doing. We're not looking at the comics. We're looking at the movies. And
They-
even
well,
what was
they-
represented, what was represented in Ragnarok of Hulk was his anger. His anger got the best of him in every conversation. There was like, first off, before that, it was just him screaming for like all of the movies, and then he didn't say anything that wasn't overcome with his anger.
No, there was a couple of conversations when he was very mellowed out when talking with Valkyrie. It was his conversations with Thor because he doesn't really like Thor. Yeah, but he was very mellowed out when talking with Valkyrie.
Yeah, but he goes, "Hey, strong girl."
Yeah.
Like, like
I like
Okay,
fucking
alright,
Edward Norton's
sure.
Hulk more than I like Professor Hulk.
Oh my God, dear Lord. Okay, we need
I'm done talking about this movie with this specific group of people.
This, it has an incredible end battle scene with tons of great set pieces. That fucking scene where Cap gets the hammer, shuts down an entire movie theater, no matter where you watch that
yeah,
shit.
that's great.
Fucking,
yeah. Like, we
you
all
know,
saw that coming, and
all-
we're just like, fucking funnily.
all the tiny moments from Hey Queens to, like, when Ant-Man calls Cap, and then, like, Wasp looks at him like, okay, you fucking call him Cap. You know,
Yeah, like that.
you know, like all these like little tiny details that are a ton of fun from start to finish. Like it's good shit. I know that Thomas has a hate boner for this movie, you know, but like it is still a very enjoyable movie. It is in my top 10, it's just out of the top 5.
I will say though, with each viewing, Endgame loses a little bit more thunder, and that's not true for some of these other movies.
No,
Like every time I watch Guardians 2, I think it gets better. Every time I watch Endgame, it gets worse.
every time I watch Endgame, I really want to watch that last battle scene more than anything. But
Just skip ahead to it, right?
Guardians. Okay, number 1 is Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this is the most sound movie as far as writing goes, and I think that's partially because 99.9% of it is self-contained. But it does a really good job also of introducing you to cosmic Marvel. I think its humor is fucking hilarious from start to finish. This movie is just funny. I think that they do a good job of show don't tell. It has great action set pieces. The soundtrack is fucking perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that soundtrack. That
I
soundtrack.
do love the soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack.
That's the one that has the
That's
Pina Colada
banging.
song, right?
Yes, I believe that is Guardians 1.
Yeah.
I will have to double check, but I'm pretty sure. It's also the one with the David Bowie song, and it's also the one with, it has a lot of good picks. Jackson 5.
I'd like to pick up that on vinyl. So.
They sell
That
it.
would be a.
And then number 1 is Infinity War. You know, we've gushed over Thanos and the writing in this and the pacing and all this other stuff. You know, like we've talked about this movie a lot. So,
I'm also done talking about that movie with this specific group.
Aaron, are you a little angry right now?
Aaron's so mad.
It's just-
I mean,
all
I'm
right,
right there with him being a little bitter, but I'm
all
accepting this.
right. So, hold on, because I can be a tiebreaker here. Sell me on a different movie for first.
We did this.
Okay.
Or at least we tried.
So,
We've been streaming for 2 hours.
I think Infinity War is number 1.
it's very predictable, but yes.
I mean, it's the best. It's the best movie. So.
All right.
Best.
All right. So, lock it in. Ranking the MCU final, with no additional commentary. Thor 2, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Thor 1, Iron Man 2, Age of Ultron, Spider-Man Homecoming, Ant-Man the Wasp, Black Widow, Black Panther, Ragnarok, Iron Man 3, Winter Soldier, Far From Home, Ant-Man, Iron Man, Captain America the First Avenger, Avengers, Guardians 2, Civil War, Doctor Strange, Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War.
Sure.
Marvel.
I mean,
Marvel.
what? One last chance. Guardians of the Galaxy above both. We could get a majority.
No.
Or let me throw this one last out here. Another crazy one. You put Endgame at 2. You put Endgame at 2. Infinity War at 3. Guardians of the Galaxy at 1.
No.
Like all good Game of the Year lists, I'm just ready to get out of the room. That's just.
All right. I
Let's just call it.
gotta pitch crazy. So, all
No,
right.
I know. Yeah, I appreciate
Where
it.
did the first Avenger end up?
It ended up at number 8.
Okay, I can live with
Yeah,
that.
so it's still in the top 10.
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're okay on that one.
I think everyone's number 1 ended up generally in the top 10, I believe.
Yep.
You know, my let me pull up everyone's list to be sure. So, my number 1. So, my number 1 ended up at number 6. Derek's number 1 ended up at number 8. Emily's number 1 ended up at number 3. Aaron's number 1 ended up at number 3. And Thomas's number 1 ended up at number 1.
Number 1.
So I lost, but I got my Thor 2 at the bottom, so, you know,
You got your bottom
Call it a
ranking.
win.
happy. I'm
Call it
I'm
a win.
happy for you, Derek.
It's It's an even keel, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
It's balanced. It's balanced out.
Balance.
That's all they
good.
should be.
And with that,
With that, we got some shit to... That's ranking the MCU. We'll be back when Shang-Chi is out, bitches.
Get back in September on that one.
Yes. As for other shit we gotta promote, though. Hey, guess what? Halo being moved to Friday. If not this week, next week. We're gonna do Halo 5. Hopefully get that done in 2 to 3 weeks. Then you will not see any more Halo on this channel until Infinite is out, unless I get a beta key. Then you will see a lot of Halo on this channel.
I am all for this.
So, Thursday we continue A Pirate's Life, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Sea of Thieves. We are through 2 of the 5 chapters with our guide to Panda Kitty. We have room for one more person if anyone with an Xbox One, an Xbox Series, or a PC wants to hop on with us for that. We have a guide, and it's very noob-friendly, so if you want to enjoy Jack Sparrow and piratey nonsense, there you go.
yep.
Sunday, we are continuing Super Gamecast 2, our gaming podcast, where we talk about all the hot news in video games.
All the hot, juicy news. in
And
the gaming
also
industry.
the new releases we've been playing, like Skyward Sword HD.
Have you been playing that?
I picked it up today.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna pick that up.
What about Sea of Thieves fuckery? That it would be on Thursday night, and we are going through Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. So, we have an announcement, provided everything goes right over this next week. That is next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, this void that is ranking the MCU needs to be filled. There is a power vacuum. But
What?
Aaron and I don't want to do shit. Because we are lazy
bastards.
bums. Aaron has a new management position. I have a new high-stress position at work. So,
Congrats on your promotions, gents.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
We are...
Pays off.
Yeah, so we are giving Emily and Thomas a weekly show where they are going to be doing basically this, but with all of movies. Just movies in
movies.
general.
Wait, are you guys gonna make a list?
No, they're not gonna make a list, but
Yeah,
no, God no.
From worst,
But-
from worst to best, and it's gonna
All
take
movies.
all the movies ever. It's like
Yep.
No.
something like 6 million movies.
Yep.
Hell
So
no.
We'll be
That is
doing,
not
we'll be
how
doing
we're
this
going to do things.
Breaking the
100
fighters,
more
but it's all
years.
movies.
100 more years.
so
Fuck
so yeah, they're gonna be doing that starting hopefully next Tuesday. I gotta go through Thomas. I gotta get you set up on the XSplit with all the like fancy alerts and assets we have. So that'll be fun. Do you know how to use XSplit, or have you only used OBS?
No, I used to use XSplit, so
Okay.
I have a very cursory knowledge of it.
Okay, cool. So I wanna. It's not hard. I'll be able to get you up and running.
I'll just need more of a refresher than anything. That's it.
Okay, yeah, so I'm having you run that. Emily, you just gotta show up and be knowledgeable and talkative. So, but yeah, so they'll be
Which is
starting.
just every day, so you know,
Yes,
easy.
exactly. She is
That's
our.
grace now. You kind of have to.
She is the mod mommy after all.
Mommy.
So
Is that M-O-M-M-Y or M-A-N?
it's MOMMY.
MOSNY. So,
So
come on.
anyway, that'll be that. We're excited for their new show. We have a new thing we're gonna be doing with Aaron in the far yet soon future.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's something we got to talk about and plan, but it's coming.
You
close.
already know this, Emily. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is this your full
Yep.
Yep.
thing?
We will
Yeah.
talk about it later.
And then,
No spoilers.
yeah, and then we got some other stuff we're talking about too. Big changes to the channel.
Yep.
Got cool people working on cool stuff. So,
You
Yes.
mentioned pirates, right?
yep, we did Pirates. Talked about
I
Pirates.
could probably trade out, this Tuesday for doing that on Thursday. But you guys gotta guide me, because here's the thing: like, I started playing that game solo, and it seems fun, but that game gives you no direction at all.
Nope. Yep.
and it's
Yep.
pretty-
That's
It's
the point.
that's
I want a game that is linear and has clear objectives.
the clear objective is do everything you can to get loot to become Pirate Legend.
Yeah. Be a pirate.
That is the ultimate goal in Sea of Thieves.
If you're like me,
Very
that
simple.
if you're like me, then that means your end goal is to go rob a bunch of motherfuckers.
I'll
Right.
have to tag
And blow
along
their
with you
ships
guys
up.
on a crew, and maybe it'll be more enjoyable versus me just playing by myself.
Yeah.
And we're doing Pirates Life, which is actually like story content, so there will be a clear objective.
Yeah, so we're doing
Yeah.
for those
the next 3 weeks we're doing story con. So we also need to talk about community nights for the upcoming weeks. So the next 3 weeks we're doing Pirates Life. We have room for one more person on that. Sorry everyone, it's contained, I know. After that, we're doing community nights in a new way. On Sunday, I'm gonna be like, yo, do we want to do a community night this week? Just be it Sea of Thieves or Mario Golf or whatever it is. If we get multiple, people saying I want to play Mario Golf or I want to play Monster Hunter, I want to play whatever, and there's at least a 4-person crowd, great. That week, Aaron or I will hop on and run it, or in some cases both of us if it's a game like Halo, I'm sure. And great. If not enough people are interested, or if not enough people are interested, or we can't decide on a game or whatever it is, we're not running it. That it's not anything to do with you guys. It's the fact that we don't want to book our Thursday night for what could be a stream where a solo stream or something that's like a show or scheduled content. For community night, when there's no community night being ran, or an almost nothing community night, or a night where we could be off resting to give you a better show on a Friday or a Saturday or Sunday or whatever it is. So, yeah. Yep. That'll be it, everyone. We love you. Thank you for joining us on this 12 or actually 14 week fucking circus
Really?
act.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Well, there's 24 movies, and then we added 2 weeks because we fucked up scheduling. So
You're welcome, by the way.
thank you, Emily.
Yes.
Mod mommy on top of it, A+ student. Yeah. All right, we'll be back Emily, and specifically Thomas, will be back next week.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see Thomas's rugged, handsome face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
These guys are out of here. We got them.
Yep.
Got them.
We're dead.
We're dead except on Sundays. Bye.
You can rest now, Mr. Stark.
All right.
Ugh.